I mean me.
Hi, tired on me.
Aw. Yeah.
I was totally on Roll20 this whole time, even though I could see on stream that you couldn't notice that I wasn't.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we're here. Don't worry, it's fine.
All right, well, I believe you then.
Yeah.
So how have you all been?
Oh, you've been alright?
I've been better
I've been-
before, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
I've been well.
I heard things were a little rough earlier in the week. I'm hoping that panned out.
It's still kind of ongoing, but has calmed down enough that I'm safe. So that's good.
Okay.
That is good.
I'll explain in short later without going super deep in, but that's not for this stream.
Okie dokie.
All's well for the moment.
And what were you saying, Kiana?
Oh, I was saying I was good. A little lonely. Then I remembered it's Mage Day, and I was like, oh yay, social interaction.
Yay. What was that about chickens?
And
Oh
Crusader,
yeah, chickens.
how did Fallout go?
I learned don't wake up a Deathclaw. That's around the corner.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Good lesson. Good lesson.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
And in Karadur, I think you were playing the new sort of Sekiro style game.
Yeah, I've been playing Wolong with Chimeric. He's been trying to stream it some. And, fun game. It crashes way too much.
Ooh.
Sekiro style game?
It's another Sekiro Neo type game from the people that did Neo, in fact.
Oh,
It's
okay,
a-
okay.
It's basically Dark Souls 3 Kingdoms.
Oh, I think I heard a little bit about this. That does sound really, really nice.
Little Cthulhu in it.
Oh, that just makes it even better.
That's
What
the
is
It's
zest.
available on Game Pass.
Right. Yeah, so
Available free on Game Pass for, all 15 minutes you can get it to run.
Ooh.
so what if Journey to the West but Cthulhu?
I mean,
Ooh.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms, more than Journey
Romance-
to the West, I feel.
Okay, a bit a little further down the line. Got it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
it
little
has
bit further.
all the people from the Dynasty Warriors series.
Wait, all of them?
So far? I mean,
Can you
I just
pursue
fought
Lu
Lu
Bu?
I
You
just
can
fought
fu-
Lu Bu.
You fight Lu Bu.
Let's go!
In
not
fact, we just
pursuing
ran
Lu
away
Bu.
from the Hulao Gate, and we're about to pursue him in the next mission.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god.
We're
oh my
at,
god,
you're
oh my
about
god.
to pursue Lu Bu? Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Pursue
Oh,
Lubu?
that's...
I don't. Oh gosh, that is burned into my brain from playing Dynasty Warriors on the PS2. Oh my god.
God.
Oh, that
I,
sounds
you know,
cool.
I always
Lubu is
pursued him.
so monstrous. Just, my god.
Start of the game, it's like, yeah, I could take him. You can't take him.
You can't take him.
Nope.
This is the same man that was said to have slain 1,000 men in just one battle.
It was a rough fight. And he hasn't even used the special magical turn yourself into a demon thing that all the other villains are using yet, so...
Wouldn't it be funny if he's the only one who doesn't? He's just a dude.
Lubu's too chatty
I
for
would
that.
expect him not to use it. He already rides around on the horse and sets you on fire with his, halberd. So,
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
shoots
I-
volleys of homing arrows, which I didn't think he was a thing. But,
Oh.
he's Lu Bu.
Okay.
He does that.
Yeah,
It's-
he's Lubu. Don't
That's
touch
some
him.
real Elden Ring Mages College energy. Just like, oh no, not the homing everything.
I get the feeling I probably would enjoy this more if I played any Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a meme, the Lubu thing.
Okay.
He's a Chad.
He's just a Giga Chad who is the best of the
Yeah.
dudes. And the
He
game
is,
early
yeah.
on is like, do you want to fight him? And it's like, yeah, I want to fight him. And then you just get your ass kicked and game
I
over.
mean-
And it's like, oh, okay.
I would like to remind that historically, Lubu was never outright beaten in a fight. The only reason he
Yeah.
was actually finally defeated was because he was tricked. That was
Yes.
the only way they could actually deal with him.
Yeah. Trickery and deception works when big men smash you with stick.
That I understand. I understand Sun Tzu. I think he said at some point to smash with big stick.
Yes. Zeus said that. And I think he knows a little more about war than you do, pal.
Because he invented it and he perfected it, so no one can beat him in the ring of battle.
Anything to remind me of the better days. Oh, TF2, my beloved.
Well, anyway, why don't we talk about tabletop role-playing games?
Yes, I love those.
You love those?
Indeed.
That's a good thing,
do.
because we're doing it. You're in one! So last time, something happened. I just can't remember. Does anyone want to fill me in on what happened in the last exciting episode?
That was a non-canon filler episode, and none of it happened, and we don't have to read the consequences.
Oh, okay. So let's go back 2 episodes then, where you were in the top of a terrible haunted hospital.
Oh, okay, no, not that far back. Oh no, wait,
I mean, I remember being outside in a car and it was raining.
Oh yeah, that's
that was
fair.
most of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
he was just having a grand old
Yeah.
time.
He did have
We
like
faced
the
down at
most
night.
haunted story though. You're out in a town that you're unfamiliar with, and the power goes out, and you lose cell phone service. And you just saw a
No.
homeless man calling you the champions.
No, that's just being in Queens.
Oh shit.
Everyone's
But-
gonna start calling us that.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
thanks.
whole, what is it, pod people thing.
No, I don't want that.
Bring it on.
Just see clones of ourselves. They point at us and screech. But yeah, we dealt with a nightmarish creature thingamabob that Ethan, my character, and Kiana's character just attempted to annihilate with a lightning bolt. We almost
Yes.
succeeded. If it was real, which it wasn't.
And
God
also-
damn it.
Was it?
And also, if Kiana wasn't blind.
Okay,
Yeah,
Kiana
I just-
also got blinded.
I just
yes.
couldn't see it. I couldn't see anything, and then I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, from the perspective of the cameras in the place, we just kind of went insane, started shooting lightning at things, panicking, running around, and shoved nothing into a door.
Out into the death field that turns things into flowers now.
Yes. Oh, that was caught on camera. Yeah, the portal. Yeah, my portal was caught on camera. This is a problem.
Well,
Sorry, not so much. Not so much
Smile,
problem.
you're
Don't worry.
on camera.
Yeah, don't worry. We have a technocracy. I mean, a bank manager
Yeah.
here to help.
hold on, wait a minute. Didn't actually I remember at the meeting? Wasn't she concerned that we were dealing
the
with
technos-
technocracy?
Yeah,
And then she was
Yes.
like, oh,
She
so
did
it's
say
not
that.
technocracy.
A good
She
cover
did say that.
story, no less.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually convinced that's a cover story. I think she's fucking with us. And she's like, "Oh, dude, that dirty technocracy! I hate them so much." Secretly, is evil in the corner.
The reason why I'd say no to that is because, and she knows this,
Mhm.
we don't know shit about the mage world.
Really?
Yeah,
I know things.
What do you
my
know?
character doesn't.
You know, stuff. I don't have to tell
like
you guys
what?
anything.
We don't know about all the different organizations and who's connected to what and hates who, and
Yeah, all I know
So-
are the drug dudes.
The
Playing-
deception bone's connected to the betrayal bone.
Yeah,
And that's how you get
Did
boned.
have a really sad mental intrusion trying to help a guy out. Got a sad backstory, and now we're out for revenge.
Oh yeah, yeah. Add that
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the list of things that need to get done. Revenge.
Even more reasons to kill Zetskas.
Many.
once
many
we
reasons.
figured out how to kill them,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
guns probably work.
we haven't killed a single one yet.
We'll just throw them into the turn people into flower field.
What if I just ask Father Andrews how to deal with vampires?
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh.
sure that conversation will go very well.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it'll
hold
go
on.
fine.
she's got a
Remember
point.
the
Hold on.
conversation about how the room could possibly have been possessed?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Of course.
No, wait, look. She's got a point.
Yeah.
Does she?
What if?
It's the church. They've done stuff like that
I'm
before.
pretty
right?
sure if you blow things into tiny, tiny pieces, they die.
Yeah. True. True. I mean, like, okay, like if I can think off the top of my head, it's like silver is good against vampires.
Mm.
Stake to the heart. Although, really, like, who knows if it's like really a stake to the heart? Well, maybe anything to the heart would work. You know, it's like,
Just
hey, maybe an AK
hit
to the
them
heart.
with a
would work. I
lightning
don't know.
bolt.
A stake to the heart tends to kill a lot of things.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what type of steak either. You jam a whole T-bone in there.
There's
We'll get
the
garlic
job
though,
done.
too.
Uh,
Although,
y-
didn't we have a whole conversation about how the garlic thing is like a kind of sort of thing?
Yeah, but I think you could also just combine the two and make like garlic breadsticks and then stab it in their heart.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, If we eat enough garlic breadsticks, do we get a circumstantial bonus on rolls?
Depending.
Probably
You can
only
make some magical garlic breadsticks.
We'd probably
What
have
if
to
I
take
just-
a penalty to our social rolls.
What if I make myself a garlic plant?
Oh.
Plant.
Wait, make a garlic
Yeah.
plant or make you
No,
into
she
one?
just turns herself into garlic.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
becoming things.
Why? We're mages. We can do that.
I know. I'm just.
Listen, I have 3
With the
dots in life, and
advent
I'm
of
going to use it.
cosplay, it might not even be, it could still be circumstantial.
No,
she's just wearing a
no.
garlic costume.
No, who the fuck wears a garlic? Who cosplays garlic?
We could just stand outside of Fazoli's.
A what?
Someone might really love garlic.
Are we gonna go to an original Vinny's Pizza restaurant, stand outside with made of garlic?
Yeah. And one of you
Yeah,
could be
yeah, of
like
course.
sausage, and one of you could be a tomato.
I'm not gonna be the tomato though, if we're taking votes.
Just cover for him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then when the vampire shows up, no, garlic man, my worst enemy.
Coincidentally, we were
Foiled
attempting.
again.
Coincidentally, we were attempting to ward off other beasts with the tomato.
No, I have so many questions. What do you word off of with tomato?
Anything with
Cookie
a gluten
Monster?
allergy?
Wait, what? Oh, wait.
Ah,
Tomato doesn't have gluten.
Does it?
Yeah.
No.
yeah, that's wheat.
I was thinking of the whole
Wait,
pizza.
that's- Ah, okay.
If he cosplays a pizza, then we'll ward off celiac werewolves. So
We each cosplay
Mm.
a different
Of course.
piece of ingredient, and then we combine ourselves Voltron style into a pizza.
I get to form the head.
What's the head of a pizza?
Great question.
Hey, Yodi, just off the top of your head, how many dots in life does it take to make chimeric abominations?
No, do not make a living pizza. Do not make a living pizza. Do not make a
It's-
living pizza.
Isn't it 4?
Is it
Probably
is it
4.
4? Okay, I might
Oh.
be saving my dots then.
Oh god.
Life. Alter complex life forms? No. Create complex life forms is 5 dots.
Oh no!
Okay.
No,
But if you took pre-existing things, what would it be then? Is it
If
still
you-
5 or is
if
it
we took a
4?
regular pizza and you put a spirit into it, though,
Yeah, you could put a
Wait
spirit
a
into
minute.
it. Turn it into a fetish pizza.
I mean, they call it soul food, but this is ridiculous.
I have a wonderful idea.
a wonderfully horrible, awful idea.
I have a fantastic idea for once we get back into this. I
Do
have
tell.
Okay.
I want to present to in character.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry about it, but
Don't
duly
worry
noted.
about it.
Don't you worry.
Don't
No,
worry about it.
In that
I
case,
just
then-
remembered a nice little detail.
Who wants to do the actual full recap then? I know we just did bits and pieces of the whole last episode, but let's try to combine it into a coherent string of information.
I guess I can do it.
All right, let's hear it.
Basically, last time in Mages of Pleasant Valley, we were at the top of, well, not the top. We were in a hospital with the power out, and there was a monstrosity that was trying to do things to the patients. Ethan and I decided to try to smite it with lightning. I missed because, of course, I was the one directing it and I didn't see anything.
How does one smite something with lightning from inside a hospital?
That's a very good question. You see, I am able to channel lightning with my forces, and then Ethan with
Correspondence.
correspondence. Thank you. With correspondence, is able to direct it. So
Ah.
basically, I grabbed a hold of the lightning outside, and Ethan just pushed it inside.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Unfortunately, that missed. But eventually, we were
Yeah.
able to truly deal with it by Ethan just yeeting it out of a portal. Be gone. But as it did, it disintegrated into petals. We then went to the room of the person we were there to go see, who coincidentally they were a person that tried to accost Nicholas, asking about Anthony. But now they were on the bed, they were dying slowly in a coma state, and through some mental shenaniganry,
There's something important that happened before.
Right, the gas mask man.
Mm-hmm.
The gas mask man was there, and the gas mask man was basically kind of explained that they don't have long, you know, and you gotta go inside their mind if you want anything out of it.
Did
Then
Gas
they
Mask
also
Man
disappeared.
have a name?
Wasn't it like the Revenant or something like that?
Like the Harbinger.
No.
Harbinger.
No.
Or something.
It was something along those lines.
Billy.
was
His name was Billy.
The Omen.
The
The
Omen.
Omen.
Thank you.
Yes.
But then they disappeared into flower petals as well.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid
Then-
flower petals.
Then
You made me look bad. Ooga booga booga.
Yes.
Then Nicholas delved into the mind of the patient, found out that basically he was just a man over his head, got in deep with the Vescas, and then was made a meat puppet of one of them. I forget the name of the Vesca in particular.
Mortimer.
Mortimer. Yes, and Mortimer was a
Mortimer.
very bad man.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude was not in the right state. He was basically a passenger in his own body, and he begged Nicholas to help his wife and kid and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But thing is, he was still shackled to Mortimer via this like spiritual shackle, which we devised a very clever solution to. You see, we don't have the ability to break that shackle, but we were able to encourage Mortimer to break the connection himself by setting the shackle on fire.
Yeah, that would probably make me drop it.
Yeah, it would make me drop it too. But by doing so, we set the man free so that he could pass on peacefully.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice thing to do.
Yeah. But
You know,
with
minus the 4th degree burns around his neck.
yeah, that was unfortunate, but, you know, whatever happened was going to happen to both of them anyway, so. At least it worked.
It did. And then what?
Then we went back and we talked to our favorite character in the whole wide world, Margaret.
Yay!
And we reported everything that happened to Margaret, more or less.
The
We really
real
need to
hero of
doing
the
that.
story.
Yeah.
Gotta stop telling her things.
And she had some information too for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said some very interesting things.
Like her backup plan is to send me to Mars or around Jupiter or something. I really need to learn how to breathe in space.
Yeah, basically she said if we ever get possessed, she's probably just gonna warp us out of orbit.
Yeah. It's probably safe.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, it wasn't like that was, predetermined at any point. There wasn't a character looking at the probabilities that could have happened or anything.
Nope, that definitely wasn't possibly going to happen at all.
No.
Yeah. No possibility of orbit launches, no possibility of any of us disintegrating into flowers, nothing like that.
Mhm.
The possibility of it is don't think about it.
Yeah. Just
For sure.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, let's just not. In that case, then, I believe Margaret then said that she was going to research into what she can find to fight vampires with, let alone
Yep.
parasitic mind vampires, and then left you all to your own devices to follow plot threads in Pleasant Valley, maybe expand your horizons by spending your experience points and doing whatever you feel like until the next big attack.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Who knows, maybe the moon will start falling from the sky and you've got 3 days.
3
Oh.
days.
Dun,
In which case, I gotta
dun.
level my time real fast.
Dawn of the first day. oh, wait, there was one more important thing that happened. Because that all took place early Sunday morning. And it was
Yep.
around time for church service when Gemma got back.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then something happened.
Yep. Gilda came back, had felt kind of lost in the whole situation, but she returned to Father Andrews, and he seems to be very understanding about the situation. Even
He
though
is.
he really doesn't understand any of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a good hug.
They had a hug,
Aww.
and that's where we left off.
Yeah.
So
So,
pleasant.
well, we didn't have Anthony in the church cooking up a lunch or anything, so we just fast forward to midday on Sunday. If you guys went to bed and slept in or whatever, let us know what your plans are.
I'll let everyone else go first.
Does that mean we get willpower and stuff back?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. If you got your sleep in, go ahead and get your willpower back.
Test
Yay.
it to
1
willpower.
point, yay.
You aren't using that willpower for anything, are you?
Only everything.
Only every time I roll my dice.
Just the important times.
Which is every time I roll my dice. Just as Ethan, even the inconsequential dice rolls end up being consequential.
Yeah.
There's no escaping the paradox.
But what if I could, though?
Then you'd be pretty strong. Pretty strong.
Strong.
Fuck fate, I do what I want.
I put on my wheelies to run from my paradox. It can't catch me. I'm too fast. I'm Sonic Hedgehog.
It's too late. Darkness is faster than light.
No.
Oh my god. That reminded me of have any of you seen the sequel to The Never Ending Story? I was
No.
reminded of that line
Never
about
ending story 2?
moving at the speed of darkness or something. Oh
Yeah,
god.
which, mind you, is actually funny. It is a description of the phenomenon where light leaves shadow. Shadow is always moving at the same speed or faster than light, because light is affecting the presence of shadow.
Pretty sure there was
Therefore,
a
you say that-
Vsauce episode about that.
Yes, I'm almost certain there is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
I miss Michael.
Yeah.
Wait, Miss, what happened to him?
He
He's just-
stopped toasting Vsauce.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's got better shit to do.
What is he doing now anyway?
Science,
Stuff.
presumably.
Mindscapes, I think.
Yes.
He has
No,
he had a YouTube Red show for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which YouTube
Yep.
did not advertise at all. Oh, by the way, hi, YouTube Daddy. Hi, we're not insulting you at all on your platform.
The only one of it I saw, he locked himself in a room with absolutely no, nothing. It was just like a plain white room for a month to see if he would go insane.
And he lasted 3 days.
No, I think he made it the whole time, but
Wait, he
He
did?
made it quite a ways in, if I'm not mistaken, and he was very shaken by the experience.
Yeah, that does not sound like a good time. Would not do.
It's
Highly
true.
against.
Hi there, everyone. It's Mr. Beast, and today I'm going to give $10,000 to anyone who doesn't go insane doing this.
I'd take that challenge.
10,000? I would at least
$10,000
give it a shot.
for what? A month
Yeah.
in a room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure?
I'd do that.
Look, if Vsauce Michael here couldn't survive the month without going a little crazy, I don't know about any of us.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
but he
wasn't-
doesn't have 12 people in his head that he gets to talk to, so we
Well,
might
you'll
have
never
an
get bored.
edge.
Wait, what?
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 No, never
She's
mind.
making fun of my multiple personalities.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about you specifically, but okay.
Oh,
I think the iridescent otter doth protest too much. Anyway, I'll be pointed with this then. It's midday on Sunday. Anthony DeLuca, what are you doing?
Well, if it's midday, I should be getting everything ready to make a nice large dinner. Celebrate our success.
Oh, that sounds like an excellent idea. In that case, then, it's a celebratory dinner. How fancy is this going to be?
Oh, it's going to be extremely fancy.
Ooh, I love extremely fancy. In that case, then, is it going to be pushing the bounds of the culinary world, or is it just going to be at the top?
I would like to, and that's why I want to spend like the day doing it. The
Oh,
whole afternoon.
all right. Are you going to put any special fwoosh seasoning on it?
You know what? Just to try it, I should.
Ooh, all right.
Good idea.
Then, in that case, then, tell us about how you are going to fwoosh and make yourself an even more excellent dinner than one that's ever been prepared in the history of mankind.
I
I get out my jar
What can-
of fwoosh seasoning and I put it on. Duh.
What
entropy
is
do? Let's see. Going through that no.
You could just give yourself better luck on your roll. Mechanically
True.
speaking, I don't know how you want to flavor
Right.
it, but you could definitely give yourself a better luck roll.
what kind of meal is this again?
He's working on it.
Okay,
It's
okay.
getting in his head.
Sorry.
I was trying to think, but I can only affect predictable patterns.
Hmm.
Okay, no, I can make objects fail or decay, so I can decay things.
Mm-hmm.
So I can age them.
Yeah, you
Oh.
could do that.
So I would like to use my entropy to decay and ripen and make sure things get to the exact points that I need them to, even if they were not there to begin with.
Ooh, that's a good idea. All right. A perfectly aged meal. We're gonna need that arete at difficulty 3. Or, not 3, difficulty 6, because it's a 3 sphere. And tell us how this, tell us
Like
how
I could
this,
be aging, like I could be aging steaks. this
Yeah.
way.
or cheeses, or
Yes.
wine,
All of the above.
all of them. Explain your ritual before you cast your die.
With this, I'm using my cleaver, and I'm cutting. Well, it's not really life because I'm not using life, but it's expected path. I'm shortening it. I'm cutting it.
Ah, yes. Like in a video editing program, you're trimming it down and getting it faster to the end.
Yes, and I would like to spend a point of quintessence on this.
All right, so a difficulty 5 instead. Hey, that's a success. So,
Yay!
as you shorten the lifespan of the various items that you've collected for this meal, you can smell a sudden spike in the ripeness of each of them. The subtle savory notes of the steak or what have you are brought forward in a very pronounced and bold way. And now, to begin the cooking process, why don't you give us a dexterity cooking, and since it's in your specialty, get an automatic success in there at a difficulty 9. Look at that, folks. Still success. So,
Two successes.
you'll be, yeah, 2 successes. So you'll be working on that. While you're in the middle of making this amazing meal, your phone rings.
But, I mean, I don't have time. Like, yes, I'm making this time up. Hello?
Hey, yeah, it's Carl down from the place, the bakery you're making. Hey, we got the signage guy that's gonna be coming in later this week, but he says you haven't forwarded in the plans or anything. You got a logo, you got a name. He's gonna be putting it on the windows and everything, you know, in the sign out front. We're gonna need that finalized.
That is a really good point. Yeah, I'll get that over. Um,
All right, we're gonna be out of here at about 7 o'clock tonight. If you want to drop it off, otherwise we'll get it tomorrow morning. You can drop by at 8 o'clock or somewhere around then. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, you have a good one, sir.
Interrupting this meal with that.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what I'm conducting here.
What he's wrought. In addition to that, I'm gonna need
machinations lie dormant.
undetected. Lysanderoth, how dare you? Can you also give me a perception awareness check? It's difficulty 6.
A perception awareness. Difficulty 6.
Wonderful. You feel a presence coming into the kitchen from the living room.
I wonder who that could be.
It's almost as if you can feel it boring a hole through the back of your head as it stares at you with anticipation, though there's nothing there for you to see.
As always, I will make sure that there's like some trimmings that I can feed it.
Okay. The trimmings hit the ground in a much similar fashion to how the cheese and wine and whatnot aged. The food goes beyond simply aging and shrivels up into a pile of almost ash on the ground. And the presence seems to linger in the kitchen, though maybe not as intensely as before. Well, with all of this ruckus in the kitchen between, fwooshing going on and an amazing meal, the aroma should surely be filling the mansion. Perhaps Nicholas will be aroused from his slumber by this?
No way.
Oh.
I drove all night after that. Wasn't saying it's only noon.
Yeah, it's like
We didn't get
mid-afternoon.
back until like 9 o'clock in the morning or something.
No, you got back at about 6.
There's no way he's getting up after 6 hours. It's not happening.
Okay. How about you, Ethan?
Not unless like somebody calls, in which case he automatically has to wake up for the phone. But that's about that.
Ooh. Your stomach is rumbling.
Oh no.
Would that
It's
wake
like
you?
the plot. The plot is making you get up. Oh no.
Oh, how about this? Give me a willpower check at difficulty 6 to see if you stay asleep or if you are awoken by the smell.
Power check. See if I stay asleep after an exhausted 24-hour day or something.
Yeah, something like
sure.
that. Sure. Don't question my methods.
Willpower.
You roll the dice and you like it.
Difficulty 6, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, you can sleep. You can sleep in. Enjoy your nappy nap.
Aw.
How about
I'm
you,
not
Ethan?
losing that willpower back from not getting a full night's rest.
Are you also zonked out? Something fierce?
Ethan's probably zonked out super hard. In part, he would have a lot of difficulty with getting to sleep in the first place.
Oh, that's fair. You do
So,
have
like,
caffeine issues.
Caffeine issues, probably no melatonin because nobody specified that. Additionally, just dealt with a supernatural entity of some kind that he's beginning to realize might have been a hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having a bad time with that. He's just kind of staring up the ceiling, just going, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? He eventually does get some sleep, but at the point where this food is being made, he's probably just finally getting actual rest. If he is roused by the food, probably just smells the food, wakes up a little and goes, oh God. Yeah, no, I think lunch, I'm going to lose that later. I'm just going to make that a bit of a dinner. You have some bit of food later. A little bit of a halfway between lunch and a dinner. A supper, even. He just rolls back over, just starts snoring.
Okay. In that case, Gemma, it's about time that the service is let out. The cheese and crackers and whatever else people scrounge together for the after sermon lunch has been cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're left within an empty church. What do you do?
I am going to go up the stairs and go into the study.
All right. The study is as you all left it last, sort of partly cleaned up, but there's still books everywhere.
Yeah, I'll tidy it up a little bit, but as I do, I'd like to start practicing on would this be esoterica or enigma to try to glean information from these religious texts?
That's a good question. I would say probably esoterica.
Okay.
But let's just look at the definition
Probably
of those.
occult or cosmology.
God,
I do have cosmology as well. Will it help if I specify what I'm looking into?
Yeah, sure.
I'm wanting to see what religious texts specify about vampires.
Yeah, that would probably be occult.
Oh wait, I have 3 occult. Never mind. Oh, that's great.
Well, this is sort of like a library, so you could dig into some vampire stuff then.
Okay.
Be research as he's looking things up at a library.
I do have research as well, but I'm wanting to train a little bit of these stats, just because it'd be helpful.
Makes sense.
Of course, the index wouldn't have a link straight to occult.
Of course
I
not.
was trying to find the skills page, and I don't know where that is.
If they didn't write this thing like it was a storybook and instead wrote it like sane people would, that'd be really nice.
Yeah, it would be really good.
The character creator goes at the beginning of the book.
Talents?
Skills, maybe?
Flying? Wait, what? High ritual? Skills?
Nope.
Skills,
skills
knowledges?
isn't in the index.
Occult, 286, 287. Okay. This at least gets us in the area.
What is this?
Occult is generalized comprehension of the mystic world as most sleepers understand it. In short, such knowledge is often misleading, incomplete, or flat out wrong. A decent rating of this talent helps you sort the truth from the bull, but then you've also begun to understand how deep the occult rabbit hole really goes. So it's just hidden information. So what about esoterica? What's the difference there? Knowledge comes in many forms: astrology, enelography, fortune-telling, yoga, herbalism, demonology. For centuries, blah, 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 blah. Game-wise, esoterica reflects your pursuit of an esoteric discipline, which suggests practices and instruments for your magical focus. The trait's overall rating reflects your general knowledge of arcane subjects, whereas each specialty reflects your expertise within a field. Unlike the occult knowledge, which reflects an understanding of secret history and shadow cultures, esoterica represents the practical application of unusual fields. Occult can teach your character who Aleister Crowley was, while esoterica helps her understand what Crowley did. Okay?
I see.
So the occult might tell you how to fight vampires, or what's used to fight vampires, and esoterica is the how to do it.
I'm assuming that these texts wouldn't have too much esoterica knowledge, but would have potentially have occult knowledge.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Could I take the time to use this to practice on research and occult?
Yes, we could do that. Research and occult for Gimmalinguini. In that case, then, go ahead and spend experience to level those up, and we'll have you then roll on that to see if you learned anything new.
Okay.
And
How much is it for? Okay, wait.
No.
It's 3 research and 4 occult. How much is that again?
We could just come down here. Experience costs. That is an attribute. No, that is an ability.
Mhm,
Ability
they're both
is
abilities.
current rating times 2.
Oh, that's not bad then. So that's 4. That's 10 points. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. 6 and 4.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
since you just got 4 in occult, that means that you can get a specialty in it if you so choose.
Oh god, do I actually go with specialty vampire?
Vampire hunter.
I
Or-
mean,
Wait, Vampire Hunter G for Gamma.
Ah.
I mean,
Will it eventually be turned into a rock, paper, scissors anime?
Oh god. Oh, I don't even want to start with that topic.
Okay.
Dear
I-
God.
I feel like if I have to choose a specialization now,
Oh.
it would have to be vampire, because that would be the big thing that's on her mind at the moment.
Well, speaking of dear God, hey Lore.
Oh, well, hey.
Hi.
But yeah, go ahead and put your points in that, and then roll me an intelligence occult
God,
And we'll see.
intelligence occult.
at difficulty. Just leave it at 6. Difficulty 6, and we'll see what you get.
Got it. Intelligence occult.
Three. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So, the way these religious texts, you get a couple of passages and phrases. It's not a deep dive into them, but you get little snippets that sort of flavor vampires as perpetual sinners that are trapped in their sin, and they must continue to sin to continue to exist, for it is their curse on this world. That they bring death and destruction to those around them, even other beings that hold that curse. They often are at each other's throats as much as they're at the throats of man. So
I see.
they band together to form blood bonds and families, but those families also fight with each other.
Wait, important clarification. Does the text mean like family against family, or like family members like internal fighting within the same family? Or does it mean both?
It seems to hint at both. That
Okay.
families fight families, and families are also fighting within each other. There seems to
Well-
always be power struggles in the world of vampires.
That definitely seems to make sense from what we know of Mortimer. Is there anything else I'm able to glean from this? Any sort of like recountings of people who were able to ward off a vampire in one way or another?
This library doesn't seem to have any information about fighting vampires. There are a couple passages that say some general knowledge that, the evils and sins of the world can be cleansed with a purifying heart and the power of the Lord.
Okay, understandable.
To shine a light in the darkness.
I see. Maybe I should take my research further over by the library. Maybe that would help. Hold on, before I do, Gunna's gonna like find this fangled like phone device.
Okay.
And do I happen to have like the numbers of the other 3 in this phone already, or does
If I were to take a guess, I bet Nicholas would have done that for you.
Okay. I'm gonna
What do you
So,
say, Nicholas?
What would I have set up her phone for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
with your numbers.
I don't trust you to do it.
Fair, fair, very fair.
Put the
Let
settings
me
on
see.
grandma mode where the buttons are enormous and
Okay.
Honey, where's the any key?
Emma's gonna go ahead and click the little section that says Ethan. And
Okay.
try to call that.
Ethan, you are resting right now. Do you have a loud ringtone, or do you have yours set to vibrate?
Probably set to vibrate, and more specifically with one of those annoying vibrate patterns that make you actually want to pick up the phone to shut it up.
Okay. Give me a perception alertness check at difficulty 8.
All right. Oh wait, which one is it? I was making the joke too long that I didn't even check. Perception awareness.
Alertness.
There it is.
Alertness.
Alert. Damn it. Same pool I think for me, but hold on.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. No, I'm worse at that. No, wait, I'm better at that. Okay, no, I'm good. How alert am I, the player? Amazing. Difficulty 8. Yes.
Yes.
2 successes.
Okay. Well, you are once again aroused from your slumber, but this time by your phone going off.
Oh god damn it. He looks at the phone. He just picks it up off the side of his pillow, probably. Takes a look, stares into the lock screen. Who's calling?
Unless you've saved her number in some time, it's an unknown number for a local area code.
He just swipes up. Hello.
Hi, Ethan.
Oh, Gamma, hey.
Hi.
How are you even awake?
I know it's been a long night, but I feel like there's just things that I have to do. I was wondering, would you like to go to the library with me?
Only if you drive. I'm not getting arrested.
Sure.
Remember last time?
Oh, right. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. Why? Hold on a second. Dude. Why did you go to the library?
I have been in the study here researching vampires. I think I might be a somewhat expert now, maybe? Question
Have you-
mark? As
so you
I
tell-
fill in occult vampire.
So, as you're filling out your character sheet in character, it just says, all right. Did you at least get to New Moon?
What?
You're reading Twilight, right?
What's Twilight? I mean, other than the time of day.
Look, did you get to the bit where they did vampire baseball?
What? Vampires play baseball?
Apparently. Now look, I'll be over there.
They're batty for
I'll see if I can. Look, I'll get over there before you get to the baby part. You don't want to read that one. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll get myself some coffee. I'll be on the way.
All right, Ethan.
Yeah, we Ethan gets up. He's just shakes his head and goes, ah, shit, at least you didn't get to AO3.
You get up and I'm sure shuffle your way to the kitchen, to the expensive Bassett Mansion espresso machine.
Oh yeah, no, like a oiled machine. He's going to pop in one of the espresso cups and just press down, fill up his cup, take a swig, go for another. It just mutters to himself, wait, she didn't read Twilight? What the fuck did she read?
Oh, there, of course, is the most amazing meal in preparation in human history going on, mere feet away from you at this moment.
Sort of peers over and just goes, morning. I mean, afternoon. Anthony.
Oh, hello. Don't. Just be very careful with what you touch. Everything's got to be perfect.
Okay, what are you making?
It's the best meal possible.
What's the occasion?
We succeeded last night.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we succeeded hallucinating and then get the info of a dying guy. But okay, yeah, no, I'll take it as a win. Okay. Wait, you were in the car the whole time.
Yeah,
Well, what
so
are
I
you
should
making?
reward you. You did a good job.
Okay, fair enough. I could use a good meal. Yeah, no, I gotta go talk to Gemma. She's apparently getting into some of the good shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's talking about vampires. Learn something about them. I'm just hoping that she at least put her hands into some Bram Stoker. You know, go for the old shit.
I mean, I know a little bit about the basic stuff of vampires.
Yeah, like, all right, like what?
Let me roll my occult.
Okay.
All right, do an
Oh.
intelligence occult at, let's do a difficulty 6.
Okay. I don't know much. I have 3 dice to this, but I
Oh.
have it.
Oh no, I've got one for you actually. Once you roll, can I roll in combination, intelligence academics? Because
I don't know
well,
much.
oh no,
What do you want to roll for, ID? What do you?
Ethan would like to roll his intelligence and academics to kind of pull up knowledge that he might have picked up about vampires in fiction. Just get a general idea of what the hell they're even thinking. Because Ethan, out of character, I'm assuming vampires. In character, Ethan doesn't know that vampires are fully real. He just knows that they've been mentioned.
Well, I mean, that's the occult, is the pop,
Yeah,
you know.
Oh, it is the pop stuff.
that would still be occult.
I've got nothing in occult, so
Yeah, you could do an intelligence occult and let us know.
Sure.
Use that big brain of yours.
big brain. Difficulty, sorry.
6.
All right. 1. I know something about
Yeah,
vampires.
your little knowledge of
You
Twilight.
know Bram Stoker.
You know that. Yeah, you know the name. You probably saw that SpongeBob episode with Nosferatu.
Which we'll never stop referencing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've got like you probably might even earnestly think maybe vampires sparkle in the sunlight, but maybe not. As for Anthony, you've not really sunken your teeth into vampire lore.
Oh my god, please.
I'm working on a meal.
He's a bit
Distracted.
distracted. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Well,
But
anyway,
okay.
yeah, you don't immediately know anything before your wonderful research escapades.
Yes. It's just gonna say like, yeah, no, they can't go into doorways if you don't invite them in, and sleep in coffins and stuff. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, you gotta stake them with the running water and stuff.
Yeah, no, he knows that much. He did watch. What was it? My Babysitter is a Vampire. I think it is on Disney Channel.
Wait, what?
Do nobody else knows about this?
Not I.
No,
A forbidden
it-
text.
no,
The
yeah,
Disney
for the text.
Channel.
A Disney Channel original movie. Yeah. Oh, was it My Mom's Boyfriend is a Vampire? That's the one. Yeah.
Is that the one where the kids watch him just walk up the side of a wall at some point?
I think so.
Because I may have seen like the bumper, like the movie bumper run at some point.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was like a huge part of that was the vampires can't cross running water, traditional stuff.
The Bram Stoker rules are fun.
Yeah, those are always fun. But no, he's assuming that these are. He says, "Okay, look, I'm gonna go over to Gemma, see what she wants. I promise not to drive this time. I'll figure out what we're gonna do."
Okay. Well, don't be late for dinner.
And I'll try not. Yeah, no, I'll bring Gemma. This sounds freaking delicious. All right. Don't get into too much trouble while we're gone.
Okay. Sounds, yeah, no. Whatever.
Yeah.
So you're gonna drive?
No.
You're gonna walk?
We'll figure it out.
I mean, it's
Probably a
it's
bicycle somewhere.
Not a,
Oh,
not a, yeah, I'm sure there's a bicycle in the Bassett garage.
A
somewhere.
Segway?
Actually, you know what? Segue to Nicholas. Knock, knock, knock at your door.
God damn it.
I'm not getting arrested this time.
All right. What?
I mean, After I murder you, I'll appreciate the sentiment.
Let's see if Nicholas wakes up. Why don't you give us a perception alertness check? How hard are you banging on this door?
Pretty good rap tap tap. Get his
A
attention.
pretty good rap tap tap? Then do it at a difficulty 5 for me. Perception alertness,
Perception.
difficulty 5.
The one thing that I don't usually fail.
Chelsea.
So many sleep rolls done today. Oh yeah, that wakes
Wow.
you right up.
What? What is it? Is the house on fire? We're being under attack?
No on both fronts there, boss. That said, Gemma needs to ride to the library to read about vampires.
That's right. None of you can.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not getting another ticket. I'm sorry.
No, it's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get you lessons.
Mm-hmm. Look, when you've been taking public transit your whole life, it's not exactly a priority.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fine. I'll get up. Probably.
Got his firearm license before his driver's license.
America.
Yes.
Caw!
Yeah, hilariously, yes.
Just shoot yourself over to the library.
Just rocket jump like the founding fathers intended.
Yeah, you could probably bunny hop too.
Yeah.
Truly, Ethan is a red-blooded American.
Just
Oh my
like
God.
Abraham Lincoln.
A correspondence mage that makes himself move faster by bunny hopping as his ritual.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Oh my
hold
God,
on.
yes.
Wait, I have a new idea to do this now. Yep. Okay.
You can crouch jump through really small spaces.
I'm actually Half-Life crouch jumping through everything.
You just perceive your hitbox to be smaller. You
Yeah,
just
all
go
I have to
into a
do-
console and no clip.
Although better, to make it more legit and not no-clip it, all I have to do is make the Quake sound every time I jump, and I just move super fast.
Enters creative mode and just starts floating around.
I want to enact a huge intimidation check. I will put myself into a T-pose. I am locked in perfect T-pose, floating over the ground.
Just a very low bass sound emanates from Ethan.
Insert Gmod sound effects of things clanking into each other. Disturbing. Anyway,
Half-Life 2 scientist sounds.
now that we have the next character in someone's repertoire ready to go.
Or just my new ability to do shit. Like, people consider that totally normal. No clipping's normal, right? Internet said so.
Mm-hmm. They're used to it by now.
Yeah, look at the backroom stuff. Anyone will believe this shit.
You just have to wear like a magician's outfit, and then everyone will just think it's stage magic.
Well, no, all I have to do is wear an HEV suit.
And have a crowbar.
Yes, I have to have that specific crowbar though.
Mm-hmm. But will the HEV suit have a helmet or not?
Oh, ooh, well, Schrodinger's helmet is a bit of a problem. It's never specified if you have it on or not. And every single picture of Gordon Freeman has the helmet off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so you guys are Nicholas, you're driving to the library.
I suppose so.
Could you I mean, you're gonna smell a delicious dinner being cooked on your way out. Like maybe the most delicious meal that's ever been concocted in mankind. Just, in your kitchen.
Yep. Could be. Might be, but it's not done yet, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, then I guess the three of you head off to the library.
Mm-hmm.
Gemma, did you start walking there?
Gemma has, in fact, gone, started walking over there. Yes.
All right, for the
She was
sake
on
of
her way out of the study and everything.
convenience.
Pretty sure
of-
I'm heading to the church.
Oh,
Because I was told I was going to drive Gemma to the library.
all right.
Yes.
Well, you see her on the way.
This is the word
Yeah.
that was given.
On the way to the church, you see her walking down the street. Tell us, are you in your habit or are you hot topicked up for us?
I would currently be in my habit because I entered the church with my habit and I did not bring the backpack in with me. So
There you go.
no opportunity to change out.
You see the nun sticking out like blue paint on a red barn.
Mm-hmm.
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 Very.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stands
Yeah.
out. Yep, there she is.
Yep. Checks out.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna pull an illegal U-turn in the middle of an intersection in front of a cop?
No.
Oh, okay. You don't want to do that for me?
No.
Oh, okay. You wanna?
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I've got 4 intelligence. I'm not dumb.
Well, I'm gonna say you're
The
not
assumption-
under duress right now. The weather isn't bad, so I'm not gonna make you do the drive roll. But yeah, you see Gemma on the side of the road, so go.
Tokyo Drift, Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I'm gonna drift the car in a U-turn, sideswiping the cop, and then also hitting Gimma on the way out.
Ethan's phone connects to the Wi-Fi of the car, and Eurobeat comes on.
Ethan throws the door open just to scoop Gemma up.
As we drive by, ha!
No one will ever believe you!
Where's your lasso when you need it?
Yeah.
Get in the car, kid.
Okay, I'm getting in the car.
We're gonna go read books.
Gotta go learn things.
Time to go learn about vampires, Gemma.
Is that what you're going to the library for?
Yes, I've been researching
Yeah.
vampires.
Like Twilight?
What? Is there an association with vampires in the Twilight?
It is the most popular vampire book of all time.
Wait, a book? Oh, wait a minute. This sounds kind of familiar. No, I was told I wasn't supposed to
Yes,
read
they
it.
are, paper bound in leather, put
I-
together to hold knowledge, Gemma.
I'm
You
aware.
carry one around with you every day.
Yes, I know. I'm quite familiar with books. It's just I think I was going to read it once, and I was told I shouldn't because. Oh yeah, vampires. Yeah.
Looks like these books actually have the devil in them. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in the
Yeah.
details.
Ah.
Ah.
Too many puns. The layers.
All right, guys. You get to the library.
Do we?
Yeah, you're at the library.
Oh, good.
You're in the you know what? I've got something for this. We got a library. We can do this. There it is.
God.
Look at that.
Yep.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
library.
It's a library. There's
Oh, wow.
fiction. There's mysteries.
There's
Oh, wow.
Book
They even have large
displays.
print. They have Das and Gao and Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Judge.
My favorite. No,
All right, you all arrive.
What a weird way to cut off. What
Yeah,
author has J.A.J. in there as the first part of their last name?
I'm just as confused as you.
You don't know about the famous George?
Josh.
George.
George?
Like some of my favorite YouTube poops. Das. Das.
Is it if I zoom in, is it one of these on here? Nope. Probably not, no.
Apparently, Luck is
Anyway,
finding a perfect book, according to that one little picture.
that's as zoomed out as it gets.
Zoom.
Okay.
Enhance.
Yeah.
All right. So
Is that a Free Bubbies book?
it's time for you all to make some rolls. It's time to
is, okay.
roll.
What are we
Alrighty,
researching?
let's get rolling. Vampires, of course.
Like,
Alright.
what specifically, though?
Yes.
Well, I've been kind of curious on like what, like I know that vampires are basically sinful entities that are bound here by their sin and that they just basically hate everyone. I'm trying to
Huh.
figure out what they're actually weak to. What wards off a vampire?
Probably fire. It wards off almost everything.
True. I suppose. Again, that just.
But I suppose we can go do some research.
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
it.
All right. So, what section of the library are you going to do your research in?
Not the kids section.
I'm gonna do my research in the section where I have a comfy chair to search on my phone because libraries are bullshit.
Wow.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to get quick information, you should use the internet.
Quick misinformation. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I mean, if you're trying to get, like, specifics, libraries are great for specifics, but...
Yes.
What about the
Now
rest of
get-
you then?
Maybe I should look into horror or mystery. I would imagine that would be where more accurate depictions would be.
All right.
I mean, as opposed to like the romance aisle.
You don't know? You could suppose if any book was written by a vampire, it's probably the romance ones.
You could just read an Anne Rice novel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally called Interview with a Vampire, so, you know, that's like the closest you can get to
that-
some
that
real
seems
information.
pretty- Yeah.
Actually, the question is, should we roll for our research and then determine what we've actually located, or should we go for the joke answers and then actually see what we get?
I was going to have
'Cause
you
I-
all combine your research together into one
Okay.
big roll. So, what we
Okay.
could do is you all research until you find pertinent information that you're looking for, in which case we'll set a number of successes, or we could say you research for a certain amount of time and then you just collect whatever research you're looking for.
By the way, what's the bonus for doing something that is your specialization in a stat?
You get
I
one
forget.
automatic success. That's how
Oh,
I've decided that's how we're doing specializations, because that
So,
makes sense to me.
so that would be a 3 then instead of a 2.
Mm-hmm. What did you make the difficulty on that?
6? What was the difficulty on that?
I mean, I hadn't said one because I wanted to hear what your guys' plan was first.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Do you want to research for a certain amount of time, or do you want to research until you get a certain amount of information?
I feel like we should
Let's-
research until dinner's ready.
Basically,
Yeah, that seems like a good thing to do.
Because
Just
no matter where we are in our research, when he calls and says dinner's ready, we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
And we're not missing that.
All right. In that case, then, it was around, let's say, 2 o'clock when you all went to the library. How long do you have until dinner's ready, Anthony?
Probably plan for a meal, 5 or 6.
5 or 6, so about 4 hours then. So let's have you guys roll per each hour, and let's leave the difficulty at... This is a small town library, though Nicholas is adding in the power of the internet to it. Let's just make it a difficulty 7. So roll your intelligence and research at difficulty 7.
Okay, intelligence research. Difficulty 7. So I don't actually get the bonus for this.
Not on this one.
Not on this one.
And we'll see what you guys get collectively on this.
Oh, what the heck?
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're doing intelligence.
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Nah, I don't do research. This is a problem.
That three total rolls.
Yeah, but watch Ethan be.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll wing it. Let's see what happens. Difficulty 7, you said?
Yep.
All right. We can do that.
And
we can do
there.
that.
Oh, wait, Nicholas.
And would you look at that?
No, just-
Saving the
Oh,
team.
a success.
Just wait on your further rolls. Wait on
Oh,
that.
sorry.
So
I was just gonna get them all done.
look at that.
Huh.
Yeah, but we're doing this 1 hour at a time. So
I'm doing it sequentially. Okay.
So, Gemma, you already had in mind going and looking for something in the bookshelves, but after peering through them for a while, you don't find any leads on vampire stuff. Nicholas, you try researching on your phone in the chair, but
Takes me an hour to get connected to the Wi-Fi.
yeah, you waste a lot of time. You have to go ask for the password, and then you can't tell the difference between a 0 and an O and a 1 and an I.
They just give me like a grease-stained card with some smudges.
And it takes forever, and then when you do get connected, a lot of your search ends up being stuck on forums where people are talking about things, and then you realize they're just a bunch of dumb kids. So your first hour is a little wasted.
I got into Reddit role-playing.
Yeah. However, Ethan, you luck out and you happen to hit a couple of nonfiction stories that talk about Romanian history and some of the lore that came about that would eventually become Vladimir the Impaler.
Ah, we're talking about Vladdy.
Yeah, and he apparently made a deal with the devil in order to take back his kingdom in Wallachia from a family that had betrayed him. And in doing so, he became quite a fierce and unlikable dude and rumored to have gained supernatural powers. And that gives you the first foothold. So, you guys can either use your intelligence occult to look further into the information that Ethan has gathered, or you can try to find a different lead by going down intelligence research again for the next hour.
I could keep going down that line of thinking.
I want to try to find some sort of foothold, so I'm gonna keep to what I'm trying to do.
All right, then give us an intelligence research at difficulty 7 now.
It was 7 the first
There
time.
we go.
Oh, 8 now. I'm sorry.
That's
Though,
hard, right?
though
Oh.
it would
let me see.
only make that a 2 instead of a 3. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Two successes. Twos are successes. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
This is enough. Let's see. 8. Research. Intelligence.
Oh,
Wing it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's a 1. I can work with a 1.
Mine's still a 1.
You're still a
I'm
1.
not gonna. Yeah, even I got an 8 and a 9, so it doesn't matter that the difficulty went.
Okie dokie. With Ethan, let's start with you since I already have your foothold set. You're able to take that information and find some timetables where there's allegedly bloodlines that came out of Vlad, and they started spreading all over the world, and that's where different cultures started coming up with the idea of vampires, and some cultural canons started to form in those areas. But as one expects, it all comes down to them wanting to feast on blood to stay alive, for they're undead and they require it to live. But that does mean that their operations are almost always a bit difficult to keep under wraps for a long period of time. You know, if you stay in the same place for long enough, the stories of people going missing and, you know, becoming the thralls of vampires becomes harder and harder to keep undercover.
That's fair, yeah.
Nicholas, you're 1. You get a bead on some information about how vampires, it's theorized by some people on Facebook that there's vampires out in the world, and while you initially brush off a lot of it, there's one link that takes you to a questionable website that gives you a security warning before going there. But inside, you find information on people that think they have captured actual vampires working with drug dealers and sex traffickers and whatnot. And it's actually pretty convincing. They've got some good photography there for it.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I know that there are vampires dealing with human trafficking, like, I probably would have dismissed that, but, you know,
And
personal experience.
And this individual that got pictures of it is it shows that their location is in Atlanta.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
Duh.
oh no.
Oh,
that-
no.
Is that bad?
I mean, it confers to one of the dots on the map that...
Oh. Oh.
Yima,
Okay then.
you do find a used copy of the first Twilight installment,
Oh.
and flipping through the pages, you can see where a lot of the information that the others have ribbed about has come from. But you also find this section. Somebody has scribbled down notes, and aside from putting hearts around certain characters' names and little stuff like that, you find some information where they scribble and write, "This is not what vampires are like." Oh my god. This is so weird.
oh my god.
Like they
Okay.
leave notes under where it says they sparkle, and it says no, they would burst into flames, or they would
Oh.
petrify, or something like that. This is stupid.
Petrified. What are they, trolls?
And next to that, you find some other books. It looks like somebody just reshelved these themselves. Like somebody else had been recently looking for vampire stuff. And
Really?
next to the Twilight books, you find other things on vampires. And you pull it down, and inside, after flipping a few pages, you see I wouldn't want to say religious texts specifically, but things that read as if they're old passages. They've kind of got that same flair as things written by the monks in 12th century that have been translated since then. But it's not necessarily from the Bible or anything like that. It's just old things talking about fighting vampires and werewolves and other horrible occult things at the time, the undead. And in doing so, you learn that this has been a problem for many, many years, and that there is a lot of conflicting information, because as it turns out, those that deal with the monsters of Satan's horde often end up becoming them. It's only a matter of time before the monster hunter becomes the monster. That seems to be a common thread that you're reading, that those who deal with it need to have the might of God on their side, or else they will soon succumb to either the temptation of power that it brings, or to be consumed by it when they fail to match the power.
Oh, I see. This is some interesting places to start. I'm taking these books.
Okay.
I'm taking these.
I mean, okay, that came across as like a little bit more aggressive than I meant. I meant like I'm checking out these books.
I made this. No, I made this. This is mine. All right, then we'll do another hour of research. If you want to find new leads, you can do your research. If you want to deep dive into what you've already got, go with your occult. Or something else if you want to make a case for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the cult.
Okay. Then do your intelligence occult at difficulty 7.
Got it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
We're going
that's-
backwards.
That's not good.
This hour you were reading
Wait,
through the.
okay.
Oh,
Hold on. One important thing. That's technically a 0.
it is technically a 0.
Okay,
It's fine.
I just wanted to make that
Okay.
clear.
Yeah, because it's in your specialty. This
Okay.
hour, though, you find a single passage in a book about hymns that talks about how the evil will drain the life from the veins of the world, and you start scouring through all of these hymns trying to find more information. But after doing so, nothing really comes up. It was a dead end.
Oh.
Ethan, how about you?
I could go for another round of research. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
Unless there's something more specific we can kind of delve into. But Ethan, unfortunately, well, you know what? You know what he could do? Could he do knowledge his computers to properly search this information up, rather than hitting his head against a wall with the books?
Yeah. I mean, that's what Nicholas is doing, basically. So, sure,
Yeah.
that sounds good to me.
All right. SpongeBob, we're not cavemen. We have technology. Here we go. Time for research. Difficulty at this point?
I don't know what it would want me to do to add 3 things in here. Why don't we do... Okay, how about this? Do a wits technology at difficulty 6 to figure out if you can navigate the online sphere well enough.
Wits technology?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, computer is a knowledge skill. I was thinking.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, do computer then. Let's do
Okay.
what's computer.
Sorry, I was
then? My bad.
So I was confused for a second. Like, I know technology's over there, and I got one spot because I did IT once. But like, all right, here we go. Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
5.
Oh my god.
Shit!
All right.
Wow.
Good job. What
Now
a
let's-
roll.
I figured out how to connect to the Tor network and just like find some dark website with actual info or something. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
Let's do now your intelligence research, and we'll add 5 to it at difficulty.
Sure.
Do the difficulty 8 because we're trying to find a new lead.
Jesus. Well, again, I don't have anything in research, but I just boosted the hell out of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 8, same as before. All right.
Yeah.
1 on that.
All right. So you got 6. So
Wow.
you open up the library computer, and using your tech skill, you're able to find a couple of leads, like you said, that go through some questionable websites. But you've done a few things before that required going onto those sort of blacklisted sites. So you just quickly download Tor onto the computer. There's obviously no IT person here that does security, making sure that you don't need an administrative password. You know what? In all honesty, there was one, but it was the default password that you just looked up on Google and you just inserted it in there. And you find a whole network of information of people that are trying to track vampires in the modern day. And there seems to be a heavy bit of moderation on these sites. It's organized as an image board where people post something and then a bunch of anonymous posters then reply to it and try to vet it and tease it apart in the same way that 4chan can see a picture and know the exact GPS coordinate of where it was taken without any other information.
Oh God! So what you're telling me is all I did was go to the 4chan export. Yeah, I know. Okay,
No. It's a bit, but it is moderated in that as soon as something is either determined by a majority of the community to either be real or fake, then it either gets pinned into a collage of other information. And you find out that people have been tracking vampires on the internet for several decades now. And you can find information going back as far as even 1998. With a pixelated image no more than 100 by 50, but it shows someone taking a bite out of someone else. And with all this information, you could peruse about here for a while, looking at what's been vetted and what's not been vetted.
Wow, it says here that Batboy was real. Holy shit, who knew? Good.
But
I actually got some info. Holy crap.
Yeah, you got a good resource there. Nicholas, I would be willing to let you do the same sort of role setup as ID then, with the intelligence computer or the wits computer or wits technology, whatever you want to do, and then boosting your search off of that. Seems like a good way of doing it.
Wits. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter.
So I was trying to figure out a way to do all three together.
What was the difficulty?
We're looking for well, no, this is just to use the computer, so just keep it at a 6 for now. Okay, so a 3, and we'll use that to boost your research or occult if you want to like dive deeper into the lead that you got.
Yeah. It's occult to dive deeper into the lead?
Yeah. Research to find new leads, occult to find, or to go deeper into the lead.
Mm-hmm.
I really have occult, sadly, but that's what I would do. So,
I love a campaign where nobody took a cult.
why would I take occult? We were starting a campaign when I didn't know anything about the occult.
True.
I took it because I experienced it.
Yeah,
true.
but it wasn't.
Oh, no, I understand. I just find it very, very funny. We're doing the Scooby-Doo campaign, and yet none of us took a cult except one person.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty in this one?
It's gonna be 8.
8?
Yep.
Alright, so total 4?
Yeah. So you dive a little bit deeper into this Atlanta vampire hunter that was posting on Facebook. And it leads you to a site where, not a site, a forum. Well, I guess it's still a site, but this person also posts on this forum, and you were able to like reverse an image search and find that they had posted it there. And in this forum, it's an Atlanta local, and there's like a handful of people that are posting in this vampire spotted thread. And some people are just saying that it's a meth head that they're familiar with, and they've been causing problems, but the police always release them afterwards, and they don't seem to actually do anything about it. But there's several people that say that people go missing, and they don't actually release the body all the time because they know it's vampires. And if the general public knew, then they would freak out. But they know because they're so smart. They're smarter than everyone else.
They got the biggest brains.
Yeah. And they can't be controlled by the government.
My tinfoil hat, you go for the generics. Never use the name brand.
And there's an argument between two people that the vampires are working with lizard people, and the other person saying that it's just the vampires on their own and lizard people are stupid. And then a troll comes in and says that they're all stupid because neither of these are real. And then the original poster, the OP, then drops a whole fucking Google Docs zip file of the information they found. And you can see that they've been following this one particular assumed to be meth addict that they're claiming to be a vampire. And you can see that they've followed them to man, there's not like a trap house. Trap house is what I think you would call it.
Oh boy.
And there's several other people there, and weird stuff goes on, which with each picture, the color and contrast is off, and people are claiming that it's a filter that they're putting on it, and they're screaming in all caps locks that it's not a filter. This is what happens when you try to take a picture of their lair, the vampire lair.
Well, normally, once again, I dismiss this all as being crazy. I know for a fact Margaret fucks with technology. Which means they could too. You know, when you add magic into being real, it's a lot harder to dismiss crazy people.
True. All right, final round of research before the most amazing meal that's ever been concocted by man is completed. What are your plans? Are we looking for new leads or diving deeper into the ones that you found?
I feel like Gemma is convinced that there has to be something deeper with the books. Because, like, clearly someone has been messing around with these books recently. Like, there's something here. And it's like, it's too coincidental for it's like, we're talking about vampire stuff, and there's somebody who's been looking into this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's gonna look into this one more time.
Someone's been reading these books.
So somebody's
in
gotta
this
know.
library.
All right.
Books. How suspicious.
Then I'm going to need you to do a... Let's do either or intelligence, wits, and your occult.
Okay, let's do
At difficulty 8.
Because my wits is a little higher, and and maybe that's the change in perspective that she needs.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 8, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, 2 successes.
2!
Yay!
Why did I roll 2 1s there?
Aww.
2 1s and 3 8s. Could have had a full
Yeah.
house. So you do keep digging through here, and you find another book that has a whole bunch of scribbles in it, and it doesn't have a fancy romantic story of 2 lovers where one is a vampire, so it's a bit dry in comparison, but there is a section in it. The entire book is about a man who traveled around the world and tried to solve mysteries. And you found this book because one of the pages was crumpled and it opened directly to a story of him solving a mystery in South America, where the locals said that young women were going missing in the middle of the night. And when they returned, they seemed to be as if possessed by something. They didn't acknowledge the people around them. They didn't return to their normal routines. They just behaved completely differently, as if they were a puppet to someone else. And after looking into it, the man said that there was some sort of witch doctor out in the woods that must have been concocting some special potion or tincture that he was placing on these women. And after they found that out, they were able to run this witch doctor out. But all of the perceived inflictions that they suffered from sound very familiar to the one that Mortimer had inflicted upon that man, being a puppet, a slave to them.
That does sound extremely familiar. This is definitely something to hold on to.
The name of the character in the book, as you continue to read through it, is one second, because now I'm going to put this right here. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I want to come up with a name that I haven't already used.
Han Velsing.
No, it's gonna be a specific last name, but I'm trying to think of a first name that would fit the time period and whatnot. But
Biff.
Thomas
Oh, okay.
Morris.
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 Oh my god.
Morris.
Father Morris?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Wait a minute, what?
Father Moore's Vampire Hunter?
Wait.
I mean,
Come on.
He did murder a witch.
All right, Ethan. You're scouring the dark net. Do you look for new leads, or you go deeper into the image board 4chan vampire hunter area?
Yes. No joke. I think Ethan would dive delper. I can't say dive delper. What the fuck?
Delp diver.
Call bondulance. No. No, I'm not going to repeat the whole joke. Okay. Ethan is going to delve deeper into the board that he's already found and try to sort out the bullshit from the reality. See if anyone's got anything that actually seems like they've bothered to research it at all, rather than just throw out accusations.
Okay. In that case, then, give me either wits or intelligence plus your occult at difficulty 8.
All right. Intelligence occult. Here we go.
Let's see it.
Difficulty 8. Come on. Come on. 1.
Hey! So, you find a particularly juicy thread that was pinned. You had to dive a little bit deeper down there because it's about from 2005-ish. And you find a thread where someone claimed to have captured a vampire. And they had tried to sneak into their house, but they didn't know that this person was on the up and up about vampires in the area. And they allegedly were able to trap them using holy water and blessing. They had a special rig set up with holy water balloons throughout their house, rigged to a pneumatic mechanical engine thing, and with a press of a button, it just splashed the water on all of the doors and windows. And the vampire became trapped in the house. And then they covered themselves in garlic butter and approached the vampire while they were scurrying about trying to flee the home, and were able to hog tie them down and chain them while they were weakened. And the story is, it seems to be extremely exaggerated, and the person portrays themselves as almost like a superhero against the vampires. But they do post pictures and show even really grainy old flip phone recorded videos of the person cutting the vampire and the vampire not bleeding. They're clearly alive and moving around, but it's almost like watching a pretty pixelated snuff film, because the person seems to just keep torturing the vampire, but they don't behave in any sort of normal, natural way.
I'm just imagining Gemma walks up to Ethan to like just go, "Hi, what are you looking at?" And he just goes, "Nothing." He's genuinely freaked out at what he's seen. That's actually pretty fucked up.
It is indeed, but you get some good information. You can see that, at least with this vampire, mortal wounds don't seem to do much to them. They did seem to have some sort of negative interaction with holy water, to the point where they did not want to interact with it. And you're not entirely sure if the garlic butter worked or not.
I'm pretty sure the guy just got really greasy. That's about it.
The guy didn't like film that part of it, but he just put that in his notes. A lot of people were saying bullshit on this, or it was good graphic effects and stuff, but the moderators did end up pinning it to the like approved section.
All right. This does give Ethan a couple of ideas for later. When we get back to the church, we're gonna have to see about ordering up some holy water. Hey, Gemma. Gemma.
Yes?
Oh, furious steps, I see. Gemma, does the church happen to have like a super soaker for the kids?
Maybe? Why do you ask?
I need you to start cooking some holy water.
I don't personally make holy water, but sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Wait,
I've got
Can
a
I make
really.
holy water? Hold on.
I mean,
I
didn't
think
you?
that's above my... Wait.
Didn't you forsake your god for like wearing pants or whatever?
What?
Yo, I see what you're doing.
I I never wear pants. What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry.
But no, okay, we're doing squirt gun wars. That's it. Oh my god.
All right, and Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
You want to delve deeper into this person that's been posting online about the things they found, or do you want to try to look for a new lead?
I think I want to dig deeper into this person under the assumption that he's probably dead now.
All right, then go ahead and give me either your intelligence, wits, occult at difficulty 8.
Intelligence or wits?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's definitely intelligence. Badoosh. Nope.
Ah. Well, okay. You still get a slight bit of information.
Sadly, I do not have a cult.
The last thing you find from this person is a post made about 2 years ago that says that the trap house had been cleared out and condemned by the city, but they knew that the person went to New Orleans.
Okay.
But that's all the information you get from that. That's where the trail ends on this research. And I think about this time, Anthony might be giving you all a call.
Nope.
Yes,
he's
I
staying
would
on
be
his
calling.
own.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll call Nicholas.
Nick, answer
Ring,
your
ring, ring.
phone. Yeah. Bring. It's an old rotary
Talking
phone
cassette.
ringtone.
Yes. Where are all of you?
With the
Emma
library.
needed to go to the
At the
library.
library.
We're talking about vampires.
Well, you're
I think
supposed
it was
to
on
be
speakerphone?
This food is not going to stay the perfect temperature for very long. You better get back here.
Understood. I'm gonna hang up. Guys, we're leaving.
Okay, alright.
Alrighty. Just go ahead and
Food's done.
remove that Tor instance and
Yeah.
So,
wash my
Ethan,
eyes.
did you
Anthony's gonna
find...
kill us if we don't get back, like, right now.
Yeah. So, Ethan, did you find anything in particular about the weaknesses of vampires? I found some very interesting information, but...
Oh well, so I found that it's pretty clear that vampires they don't like being affected by holy water. So we got that down. Religious
yeah,
stuff.
we have that.
Yeah. So we got that. Some guy tried spreading garlic butter all over himself, although inconclusive evidence.
Garlic butter?
Yeah, it's the whole garlic thing.
Garlic. Garlic's good against vampires?
I'm not gonna bank my life on it. Yeah, but it's worth a shot in the pitch.
I see.
Alternatively, it's there's less of a weakness thing and more of a strength. I'm not gonna show you this. It was pretty fucking gruesome. Guy tried cutting one up with a knife apparently, and it hurt a little bit, but it just kept on going. So don't assume that stabbing the thing is gonna stop it.
I see. That makes sense.
Mm. What'd you end up finding? Anything good?
I did find something interesting.
I don't want to
found...
like ruin the awesome roleplay that's happening here. Why don't you guys share this information when you get back in front of Anthony?
Okay,
Fair
that's
enough.
So you don't
Yes.
have to repeat it again.
Yeah.
I will ask
We
though,
just-
before you leave, are you checking out any books from the library?
There's no time.
I mean, I have a library card here, so I'm definitely getting like the one about our vampire hunter.
Yeah, Thomas Morris.
Yeah, Thomas Morris.
All right, then you can check out that book. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, I've got the card.
Better be. I'm already driving down the road.
She's,
Oh, come on.
she scans a little barcode and then scans your card, and then you can skedaddle off.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the house, and then let Anthony explain the wonderful meal that he's prepared, and then let's discuss all the information that we found. That way he can be part of the conversation.
Yes.
Anthony, lay it on us.
So I went with nicely aged, but it had to be the perfect. So I went with filet mignon. And after you all left, I realized garlic is something that does work on vampires. You know, everyone knows that in all the movies. I was caught up in cooking, couldn't think of it. So I know that I needed to have a garlic compound butter for these steaks.
Oh, fuck yes.
As well as twice baked potatoes that are perfectly whipped. Fully loaded. Paired with a very finely aged wine that I was able to buy relatively cheap, because it was not aged as well before.
That's economics. Well, you guys pull up to the house after your riveting library trip, and you find something odd. There's a lot of cars parked outside the Beset mansion, and there's people kind of hanging around outside.
Wait, what?
What?
You hear murmuring and stuff, and as you get out, you notice that some of them are the church goers, and one of them was like, "Hey, why didn't Anthony cook at the church today? It smells like he's whipping something up in there." And then everyone else, "Yeah!"
Did these people mob? My house isn't next to the church or anything. There's no way this smell escaped all the way to these people's houses.
Not all the way to their houses, but you know, one person smells it, and then they message someone about it, and they stop by. Oh, the aroma is intoxicating. As you step out of the car, it hits you like a wave. You on command, not on command. The opposite of that. Off command. You just drool. It's so good.
I need it.
Well, luckily, I'm going to pull around to the garage and go in that way.
Oh, the garage door closes behind you, and you hear a loud, audible sigh from everyone, a low moan as
I
the
thought you were
garage
gonna
door
hear like thumping as they tried to break in.
close
Oh,
in.
no.
You just
Not
see
the
people
potato orgy.
outside. There's you hear a knock on the back door as you all come
No.
into the house.
Uh-huh.
The shadow of a very large and imposing person at the back door.
Big Steve.
Big Steve.
As opposed to small Steve.
I mean, I'm not getting it. I'm going to the kitchen.
I'm not getting it. I'm plating food and serving.
I guess I'll get it.
Don't you
What-
dare.
When you go to the back door, you can see out the peephole that it's Harry at the back door.
But it's Harry.
He's so big.
He's a big guy.
Harry, hello, hi.
I always assumed he was like lanky and average size.
That's smelling mighty fine in there. You guys got an extra plate for me?
Let me
think
check with the chef.
Yeah.
All right.
And he just walks in.
Oh, he's not a vampire, obviously.
Hey, Thaumacool. How are you?
Wait, is
yeah.
he like right here?
He bends down in the kitchen and he just like hovers his hand and makes a little petting motion a couple feet off the ground.
Huh.
He reaches into his pocket and grabs some old French fries and tosses them on the ground.
Why? Why aren't you eating them? Aren't they your favorite? Oh?
And he follow his eyes and whatever he's looking at seems to move over to the dinner table.
Oh. You got a new favorite now.
Oh,
I might have spoiled him a little bit.
I
What
feel
did you
like
do?
should be sad.
Well,
Harry has lost his best friend, his only companion.
that's probably for the better anyway. Probably shouldn't be eating them old McDonald potatoes anyway. Alright. Hey, you got a plate for me?
While it wasn't planned, yes. Because you should always make some extra in case something goes wrong.
That's mighty nice of you. Very thoughtful.
Please, join us and enjoy.
Well, he sits down at the table and you all begin to eat. I want all of you to regain a willpower and a quintessence.
Ugh.
Dang it, I'm so tempted to do something. But on the other hand, I'm like, this would be such a good time to like try to build up some resistance to temptations.
Nah, it's not happening.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I guess it's not.
Anthony, for your playing heavily into your sensualist of wanting to make such a divinely inspired meal, get yourself an additional willpower.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Very nice.
I need all the willpower back I can get.
Yeah, I'm sure. But it is no lie. The food is not only delicious, but it seems to nurture your mind, your soul, your heart. The very fiber of your being seems invigorated at just consuming this food.
We all have like little angels shaped like Anthony come fly down.
Yes, your clothes burst off. You all have orgasms. Of course.
Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
enough anime to know that's what happens when you eat delicious food.
Of
Clearly.
Of course.
And this is how I apply to the cult of ecstasy.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not part of them, actually. It sends in an application. It's just a bunch of mashed potatoes in like a sleeve. You just take one bite and you just get a letter back in the mail the next day. Yes.
Yes. I would like some more, please.
Please, sir. Could I have some more?
Now, maybe now would be the time to begin talking about what you found today. So everyone's included. Unless, of course, you want to shoo Harry out first or something.
Actually, hey, Ari.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of a sit rep here. You find out anything else interesting going on in town while we've been doing some escapades?
Well, I have been doing a little bit of stuff around in the woods. And them little Cheeba-Watts are getting all worked up now. I think I almost got a pin on it. You see, when Thaumacool here was having a really rough at it, something was getting under his skin. Them Cheeba-Watts were crowding around him. On top of that, them farmers, they were worried about them crops, especially coming with the harvest and all the other problems, and I'm sure Thaumacool had something to do with that. But the Cheeba-Watts also were swarming around them. Now, I thought that were just, little famine creatures coming out. But I think it's something else now. You see, I started worrying about y'all whenever you took off in the middle of the night. And I thought maybe you were skedaddling out of town. And the moment I started getting that feeling, that little worry in the back of my mind, them little Chibawats started showing up around me. So I think maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the crops. I think it has to do with their connection to you. Maybe they feed on fear or worry, anxiety, something like that. But at the same time, there's a lot of them feelings going around all the time. They don't seem to always be around then, so it's kind of a hit or miss. Could still be the crops. They could just be swarming in different places or different times, but that's what I've been looking at. I gotta say, Anthony, this is the most delicious food I ever eat in my life. I don't know if I can go back to McDonald's after this.
Really is
Yes.
divine.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
I understand. I've always had a hard time eating McDonald's.
He just takes his fingers and he doesn't even use the silverware. He's just shoveling it into his mouth through his little mittens with the fingers cut out of the holes cut out of the fingers. He even takes one of those twice baked potatoes and hold on. He tries
Glad
to
everyone's enjoying it.
he tries to sneak one into his pocket, but yeah, he doesn't do it too well.
I'd be more impressed if it stayed there and Thaumacool didn't get it.
Just look away, look back, it's gone.
Look, I always have pocket potatoes on hand. Don't judge me. Pocket taters. Now, what was all that mess that you were into then that you had to skedaddle off in the middle of the night? Don't think you ain't making moves around here without big ol' Harry knowing about it. There's a lot of spirit in this town. You can tell when things are moving and shifting.
I'll look over to Ethan and kind of like
All right, do we?
nod towards him as I continue to eat.
All right, do I get to say the V word? Is that totally okay?
What?
You a virgin still? I don't care about that.
No, that's not what.
I mean, I know I am. It's okay, Ethan. You don't have to be embarrassed.
That's not what I.
It's alright. We all have different pursuits in our lives, so yeah, it's fine.
The stuff that we looked up, the vampires.
Oh.
Oh, you're into
Well,
vampires.
yeah, if you're into vampires,
No, that's not-
that's fine too.
What? No, that's not what I. No, I'm not. Oh, god damn it! Get your minds out of the gutter for like 2 seconds. We just had a life or death situation happen. All of you just points over at a couple of us. It distinctly does not point at the chef who was in the car. How much can we actually say here? Long story short, you had to take out a trip to figure out a bit more about the guy who assaulted this dude's mansion right here.
Oh. Did you put him out? Did you take care of him? Get a little payback on him?
Not exactly.
Dropping the hammer?
We Jesus, you're really casual about murder, huh?
Oh, I mean, he tried to kill one of you, so kind of all fair and loving war and all that.
Yeah, no, he was kind of a victim of his own.
Oh.
In his own way. No.
So what happened?
He was being mind controlled, basically.
Oh, man. That ain't happening every day.
Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe you could tell me a little bit something about this. We fought some sort of an entity thing, and I tried to make a way into the woods. Tried to toss it through to get it out of the hospital. It kind of turned into flower petals.
Oh.
Know anything about that?
Mm,
You know weird spirit stuff. I mean,
not specifically that, but if I had to reckon a guess, well, did the thing ever touch anything, or did it not ever touch anything?
god damn it was a hallucination, wasn't it?
Well, it could have been, but it also could have been something a little in between.
Well, it did. No, it did make impact with I think a bookshelf I threw at it.
Well, there you go.
Desk.
That's what I'm
The
looking
desk.
for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably it was something between, an illusion and something real. They probably just made it so that, it's very loosely put together. Man, when I was walking through, I think it was Cincinnati, around them outskirts there was some hooligan that just learned to do something like that himself. Though it wasn't flower petals, he did it with like paper mache. He would take a paper mache thing and then bring it to life. But then if the spell was ever broken, it would just sort of fall back apart into pieces of paper again. So it kind of looks like a real thing, but people, when they look at it, when they don't got the mage eyes, they just see it as the paper mache. They don't see it as the thing that he was trying to make it look like, Not until probably he got stronger or something like that, I don't know. But it kind of sounds similar to that. Just turned into a bunch of flower petals afterwards, so maybe if a sleeper took a look at it, it just looked like a bunch of brush that fell through somewhere or something like that.
Got it. All right. So sort of kind of a hallucination. I'll file it under sorta.
Yeah, file it under sorta. There's a lot of gray areas in
Damn
these
it.
places. Well, that's quite a scary situation to be in. I never had to deal with that myself. Congratulations on that, I suppose. Well, in that case then, I'm assuming if you found out what that guy was going through, then maybe you fixed it or something?
You could say that, yeah. Sorta, kinda.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I spent most of my time distracting the gods so we didn't get in trouble.
And that's an important job too, I'm sure.
You just points on over at
Well, what does any of that have
Nicholas.
to do with vampires, though?
Yeah, just points over at
Um,
Nicholas, who's chowing down.
Mm-hmm.
If
Look, don't-
needed, I can take over for this.
Sure, yeah. Go on ahead.
Basically, we found that our target was spiritually to something in the sky.
Oh, aren't we all? Good old Lord above and all that, right? That's
No,
what
no,
you would
not
say,
like that.
little lady nun. Though some of us think we are shackled to the one down below. I apologize. That was rude of me.
It's okay. It's just we were able to encourage it to let go of the other end.
Yeah, that sounds like some mighty quick thinking on your part then.
Thank you.
That did the trick.
But we were wondering if you knew a little bit more about this ability, since it doesn't seem like specifically just mind control, since there was a spiritual aspect to it.
Well, that's pretty tricky. I can't say in any of my experience I've known any mage that's been able to manipulate someone's soul. I know there's a thing you can do, kind of out of my reach and out of my wheelhouse, because it ain't something that I'd ever want to do. But you aware that there's a part of you that lives in the spiritual world, the supernal world, that is. Each of you.
You mean,
Yeah.
like, for hypothetical reasons, a giant tree?
Hypothetically, that could be it. But it's basically the part of you that the magic in the world is trying to act through. It's in the supernal realm. and you've got a small connection to it. And that's what lets you do your magic here. That's why not everyone can do it, because not everyone's made that connection yet. But the part of you that lives there, we call that the avatar. The part of you that is your fully awakened spiritual self. And the closer you get to connecting with it, usually the more powerful you are. Now I say that because I'm aware that it's possible for you to have your avatar chained off from you. You can basically lose all of your mage abilities by having someone break the bond between you and your avatar. There's even these pretty devilish creatures that like to take up residence in metropolitan areas, the more city-slicking areas. There's so much despair and lack of spirit in those spots that these almost spider-like creatures form webs that cloud the minds of sleepers and make the lie all more strong. And if them spiders get a hold of you, they can basically web up your avatar, trap it, keep it from being able to let you use it to form that bond with you. I'm not sure if that's the same. Sounds like this guy you were trying to help, this feller, probably wasn't a mage himself, but maybe there's something similar to that these guys can do. Chain up your soul, wrap it up.
If we are going to work off of similarities, then how would you deal with one of these spider creatures?
Oh,
Like,
well,
once they've done the webbing.
well, basically, it doesn't hurt to get the spiders cleared out first of all. Otherwise, you're probably just going to end up with more people getting wrapped up. That requires some special spirit knowledge. Generally, trying to get into the realm around them and then clean them up. Whatever abilities you have that can inflict harm upon others, do it to them spiders. But the threads themselves, they're usually something a bit more, well, like a puzzle or something like that. Usually some kind of thing you gotta overcome. It's never just straight up, pull a knife out and cut them ropes off. You gotta have some sort of experience, something like that. They prey on you. They look deep into your soul and find the things that are holding you back, and they pull them to the surface, and you get chained by it. So you gotta go through some sort of hell yourself in order to get out of it. That make any sense? I know it's not the most intuitive thing.
I suppose that does make sense.
Let's say you were picked on in middle school, and they put you in the toilet and gave you a swirly. And ever since then, you always get a really big embarrassment every time your hair gets wet. Well, them spiders might do that to you. They might make you think about that all the time, to the point where you obsess over it. And then, maybe after a couple weeks of dealing with it, you might come to the realization, man, that's a bunch of bullshit. That happened so many years ago, nobody gives a shit about that. And then boom, you're free. But it ain't that easy when you're living in it, and you gotta deal with it. It's easy to say from the outside, but, it comes down to your soul, your will, how strong you are.
I had another question for you, Harry.
Alright, I'm starting to feel a bit interrogated right now.
No, I'm sorry. It's just I wanted to ask you about Teacup and the other spirits like them.
Oh
What
yeah? They doing alright?
As far as I'm aware, yes. I actually wanted to go check on the other ones in the woods. But I wanted to ask, what exactly are they, and what are the capabilities of their possessions?
Oh, well, that's gonna come down to each one specifically. That little teacup feller that you got there, they seem to be some, standard fare spirits from the forest. They just like to dance around and spend their time working in the forest, helping mushrooms grow, flowers bloom, bees pollinating, all of that good nature stuff. They just try to help that process along through the spirit world, and in return, the more that nature flourishes, the more they do. It's a nice little circle of life kind of thing, you know, just comes around and around. But it seems like these little fellers here made a deal with someone at some point, and they got put inside of these objects. We spirit mages like to call them a fetish. I know that word's kind of been tainted a bit, but that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can get our chuckles out. But that's what it is right there. That just means at some point they made a deal with someone, or maybe they were really strong and kind of got their arm forced on it, maybe a little twisted, but that's the run of it. Seems like these little guys had a real strong connection to someone at some point. They wanted to hang around them, and so they got put inside these little objects so that they could be carried along, or just have on hand or something like that.
I see.
Kind of surprised, though. If it wasn't you that put them in here, and you don't know who did it, usually magic like that runs out after a while. It'd be mighty strong for it to still be taking place. Either that or these little fellers here got such a connection with the person that did it that they're using their own power to maintain that contract. You know?
Well, funny that you mentioned that. I believe that, well, if what we've gathered together is accurate, they might still be under a contract from 100 so years ago?
Well, that's a mighty impressive amount of time for them to stay like that. Shooey, I would have gotten bored by now being a little teacup. Well, if that's the case, yeah. 100 years, that had to have been one powerful mage. And if they're gone now, then these little fellers either had a strong connection or that was some strong magic. Or maybe that person's still kicking around somewhere, maintaining the hold.
Emma kind of gets a little curious by this. How could a mage still be kicking around for over 100 years, though?
Well, there's a lot of ways you can sort of get around that. I mean, you could probably ask anyone that's done some time magic. It's easy to go in the future. It's hard to go in the past. You could always step out of time, I hear, and then step back into it when you feel like it. It sounds kind of scary myself. I wouldn't want to pass up some of these good years, but there's a lot of people in the cult that really enjoy taking those leaps forward. So I think it's to each their own on that one. Outside of that, I'm sure the good doctor knows of a few ways to probably extend someone's life. I'm not sure how easy it'd be to keep it going for more than 100 years, but, you know, people that aren't mages seem to manage it somehow, too. And hell,
Honestly, with the use of magic and technology, there's no reason human beings can't live for hundreds of years, you know, minus the accidental deaths and the like.
indeed. I mean, if you believe hard enough and you got the will to do it, you could probably do whatever the hell you want. That seems to be the way things go. But even then, little lady, if you get your knowledge of the spirit realm up, you could always fix yourself a nice little residency in the spirit world, and I hear there's people that have extended their life by doing that. I'm not exactly sure how the nitty-gritty of that happens, but apparently there's folks that have essentially just become spirits themselves, so disconnected from the physical world that they've just all but become a spirit.
Could someone like that be able to live even past their body?
I don't know, probably. Makes sense to me. Be really, really hard to come back, though. I tell you what, bet if they became a spirit and they tried to come back to the physical world, probably die on the spot. But that's just my hunch.
I suppose that does make sense.
Though it is possible. It's not something that I've done yet, but I know I've had a mentor or two that's tried to teach me it. you can actually make yourself entirely new objects out of spirit energy. Just dip into that spirit realm. I can make myself like a little, let's say a little trinket here or something. Let's say like a ring. And then if it's strong enough, I can actually bring it into the physical world and it'll be real.
Really?
So, maybe once you become a spirit, if you're strong enough, perhaps you can make your own body and then come back for a bit. But I gotta imagine, hooey, that'd be mighty powerful. I don't know why you would even bother at that point. You'd probably be way more comfortable just staying where you're at.
I suppose that does make sense. Anthony.
Yes.
This might be a little sudden, but do you think I could borrow a clove of garlic?
Yeah, you can have a clove of garlic. Take the whole bulb of garlic.
All right. Thank you.
Garlic is really easy to come by.
Emma's gonna go ahead and take the garlic. And do you don't mind if I step away for a second? I think I've had my fill and I'd like to go on a little walk. Help with the digestion.
I don't have a problem with it.
I narrow my eyes at her. There's no way she's had her fill of this food.
You know what? As a matter of fact, Gemma, even though you say that, give me a willpower check.
I was actually curious to see if
Okay,
she'd be able to
okay.
walk away.
I want you to do that at difficulty 7 for me.
Difficulty 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're fine. You've mustered up enough will that you can step away from the table. The food,
999.
had you not eaten some of the food, the curiosity and temptation would have been overwhelming. But now that you've at least had a taste of everything, I think you can pull yourself away.
Cool. Well, all right. I'll be back soon enough.
All right. Gemma gets up and leaves, and Harry is continuing to shovel food in his mouth. Do you guys want to talk about any of the research or anything else you did?
Oh, I did see a guy die once.
My condolences.
I mean, only once.
Yeah, no, it was on a. It was probably fake anyway. But no, I was doing some. I was looking up some stuff for the whole vampire shtick thing, and I guess if they are around, don't expect to be stabbing or shooting one, and expect it to go down, at least easily. Did some research and found that out. It was a whole thing.
Mm.
Honestly,
Well, I
pretty.
can confirm that if what I fought was a vampire back then,
Hmm.
then yes, stabbing it does not just bring it down.
Oh shit! I was hoping that was some dude being an idiot on the internet. That's real. Then. Oh wow, we're real fucked up.
Sounds like you guys are in deep on something.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we haven't got a call from Margaret watching murder videos on public Wi-Fi at the library.
Oh, don't worry. No, I know how to use Tor. We're all good. Probably.
I don't know anything about that stuff, but that lady does sure have her nose in a lot of places.
Speaking of which, Harry, you are also part of some sort of organization?
Indeed, sir, I am.
Would you happen to have contacts down in Atlanta and New Orleans?
Well, I'm almost certain we got people in every major city. It's a pretty big organization, so yeah. But I can't say personally I know any. Though when you know several people that do globe-trotting all over the place, I guess they might as well count for whatever place you're looking for.
If I gave you some information, could you have it checked out and a person looked up down there?
I could probably do that. Might take me a little bit, though. Last time I was able to talk to Bartholomew, I got this buddy over here, Ethan, in. But ever since then, I've not been able to get any kind of message out of this place. I almost want to bet it's on Margaret, but at this point, I know it's not going to be an easy conversation to let her open up any kind of communication out of this place. She seems very dead set on that, so I probably sort of exposed my methods when I didn't know I was getting looked at. That kind of shot me in the foot. But, maybe if we took a drive out of here at some point, got far enough away, we can try again. I can help you do that. Why,
We'll
you
make a plan
said...
for that.
You said Atlanta?
Yes, Atlanta and New Orleans.
And what were you going to be looking for there?
I have some information that matched up with some of the information I got from the man in the hospital about some possible supernatural goings-on that might be linked to this.
Well, yep, that sounds like a pretty good lead then. Yeah, we'll just have to set that up then. I could probably walk out of town, but it's going to take a while. And I'm not even sure how far I'd have to go. Probably be good if we just hopped down there and took a day to go somewhere real fast and then came back.
Sounds like something we can plan to do.
I think
As
so.
it turns out, my schedule's pretty open.
Oh, speaking of schedule, I do need to get some type of drawing down to the bakery.
Oh, have you not come up with the name and design yet?
I mean, I've got a name.
Well, yeah.
I can't draw.
I'll lay it on.
Wait a minute.
What you
hold
calling
on.
this bakery then?
Well, because we need to fight vampires and it's a bakery. We want to try and, keep them away, while also inviting all the people that love the food that I cook for them at the church. So, I'm going to call it the Holy Cannoli.
Oh my god, I love it.
That's a
It's
really
like
good name.
That's like the right ratio of pun to sacrilegious. I love it.
I hope that doesn't upset the little lady, because that's a home run. I mean, I already complimented on you, so I don't want to sound insufferable about it, but you got this whole town whipped into a frenzy, young man. People are going to be climbing head over foot to get in that line for some of your cannolis then.
Well, maybe I'll take some of the business away from McDonald's. That'll make it worth it.
As long as it don't break my itty bitty bank, then I think you got yourself a deal.
Well, obviously the quality of tonight would cost quite a bit, but I think I can do really good and still keep it friendly for people's budgets.
Hey, if I can get myself something nice to eat, that's all I really care about. And as long as Thaumacool's also happy over here, I think this place is going to be doing just fine. Speaking of which, despite this being a hearty meal and all that, I would love to hang around and chit-chat. But I get the feeling that maybe I need to go look into these Chibawats a little more. You had all these people standing outside. I wonder if they are gonna show up here, since there's a lot of people curious and wondering about things. That ain't the same as worry and fear, but it's something I could look into.
It is odd, everybody showing up.
Yes. I'm gonna have to install better fences.
Well, yeah, you might also want to check around back. You kind of just have a gate open there and I'll let myself in.
Guard dogs. Maybe a turret.
Well, that just does not sound friendly at all.
Can't be too cautious with food of this caliber.
Well, just put a little holy water on it, and maybe you can kill two birds with one stone. Anyway, again, thank you very much for the meal, for the hospitality. But this is about as much social interaction as I can handle for one day. I'm gonna see myself out. Take care of Thaumacool for me.
With pleasure.
And then he reaches into his pocket and then pulls his hand back out and kind of shakes it, and you realize that he got really hot potato on his fingers from where he put it in his pocket earlier. I got... Oh, shit. And then walks out the back.
And that is why you don't keep potatoes in your pockets.
Gemma, where did you walk to?
Oh, I'm walking into the woods.
Oh god. Oh, this is the beginning of chaos.
Specifically, I'm going to take a walk to the death field. Or the cabin. Or, whichever way you want to refer to it.
Okay. It's going to take you a bit. So while you're doing that, let's let Nicholas, Anthony, and Ethan discuss their findings.
Of course.
Well, as I'd mentioned before, came upon a thread of a person down in Atlanta. I believe they'd gotten information about vampires caught up in human trafficking, which normally I'd dismiss, but considering that Atlanta was one of the pins and we know that they're already into human trafficking, I looked more deeply into it, and it's possible he actually came upon something, but it's hard to say.
I have no idea how we're going to fight these things.
Well, I hope you have a lot of super soakers and holy water. That's all I could think of.
We put up and Gimma into a satellite. She could shoot down beams from space.
What?
Sorry, I got caught up into some anime while I was researching in that first hour.
I mean, it's not out of character for her to become a thing, but like a satellite? No, that's a little out there. Just
Just
little
put her in a satellite. You don't have to
put her
be
inside
a
the
satellite.
Okay, yeah, but that's more reasonable for her to be the satellite.
It would simplify things.
Margaret could always help with that.
Oh no.
But I mean, seriously though, meat cleaver to the side of the chest, rib cage, just like actually cutting in.
Little chop, 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 chop.
And it, admittedly, it did slow it down for a moment.
Well, I'd assume that since it's got a humanoid body, even if it doesn't have normal living functions, destroying the head will probably do something to it. So, targeting the neck and brain? I mean, if nothing else, it's hard for it to bite you without a head.
So no
That's
head?
true. Not from vampires. No vampire head.
Anything else?
That was all I found out.
I've got no ideas.
Well, as the time rolls on, the extreme and extravagant smells that were coming from the kitchen begin to die down as the food removes itself from peak temperature, and the people outside slowly get in their cars and pull away, unsatisfied with the fact that they did not get a Sunday meal from Anthony DeLuca,
Oh.
despite this one smelling leagues above the ones that they've had at the church.
How the hell did they even find out about this?
That is a very good question.
You could look into it. Oh, wow. Whoa, my face tracking. I just
Whoa.
disappeared for a minute. I'm back.
I completely missed that. Oh no. I gotta roll it back. Hold on. I gotta see.
I just went flying backwards for a moment.
Someone
and I
body
guess-
slammed her.
I'll leave you
Oh.
guys to clean up the kitchen and dining room, and we will swap over to Gemma out on her very enthusiastic walk.
Mhm.
Ah, yes, yes.
You've been traipsing through the woods, trying to relocate the cabin in the woods. Could you please give us a... Ooh. Would you...
Oh, no.
Tell us how you would best remember the way you got there.
Well, I would start from the farmer's market, that area, because it's from there that we went there the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of retrace my steps with Thaumacool. From there.
All right. Give me a perception survival at difficulty 6. It's still 7 o'clock-ish, probably in the evening. The sun's still up, so
Okay.
there's probably a good reason to say it's not that difficult.
You said 6, right?
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's good. All right.
Yeah.
So yes, as you're walking through the woods, it all seems very familiar. Yeah, that stick. Oh yeah, the one that you had to jump over. Oh yep, and there's the place where you tripped, and oh yeah, that's when your feet stopped being frog legs at one point. Right.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. That's an important memory to hold and to cherish. Oh yeah, you ran towards the trail at this point, and then you got to that little campsite where the two people were hanging out, where you were distracted by the screams of the lady, but it just turns out they were fooling around. Right, and then you then walked towards where the cabin was supposed to be, and oh, here it is, the open field with the dirt patch, and now the collapsed hole.
Ah, perfect. Reaching here, Gemma will go ahead and pull out her book, open it up,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll go ahead and peer through,
All right.
viewing the cabin as it is in the spiritual world.
Do you have a second target?
You know what? Yes, I do.
All
Because
right.
I'll also target Teacup, who's with me.
Okay, you're going to give a spirit sight.
It sounds so dumb, but I guess so.
All right. Then Gemma, give me your arete at difficulty 4. Just do 4.
Okay, let's do 4. There we go.
Okay. You open the pages of the book, and the lavender flower vines begin to encroach out of it, and they caress your fingers gently as the pages turn from opaque to transparent, and through the pages you're able to see into the spirit realm. And inside there you do see the cabin in its fully erect state, not the collapsed and dilapidated plot of land that it's become, with its warm and inviting fireplace inside, and an open door with a bunch of spirit creatures tending to the farms outside. The garden, that is.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to approach them somewhat hesitantly and kneel down. And I'm going to speak to them and say, "Excuse me, can I have all of your attention for a second?"
There's one that's sort of placing seeds down, and another one that's pulling up little carrots and things, and one of them comes waddling out of the house, and all of these little creatures just kind of look at each other and then drop what they're doing and walk over to you.
Thank you. I have a favor to ask. First I should give some context. There's certain things that probably have their eye on Pleasant Valley now. I don't know if you're aware of what a vampire is. I'll wait a little bit to see if there's any sort of reaction from that.
They're kind of looking at you, and their heads turn, kind of like when a dog kind of looks up at you and just turning their head. One of them takes one of its little kind of paw-shaped appendages and flicks at its cheek a couple times.
Well, I wanted to ask if I could have one of your guys' help to help keep me and my friends safe. I'd like a guardian, because these entities, they're able to take over people, kind of like how you can take over an object, but they use them for very bad things. The one that we're most aware of, Mortimer, he tried to use somebody to... Well, I can only imagine that he was going to try to kill my friend.
You see a couple of them shrivel back, and they begin to shake a little bit. Their little tree-like bodies have leaves on them, and they rustle as they quiver in fear.
I have an idea, though, to try to keep everyone safe. You see, I've learned that they have two things that they're weak to. Garlic and holy water. And I was hoping, and as Gemma's saying this, she pulls out the garlic. And she says, I was hoping one of you could come with me, possessing this, and I could use some holy water, and maybe you could be a bane to vampires. Not to harm, but to keep them away.
They just kind of look up at you and tilt their heads back, and the one that was pulling out carrots earlier looks at the others and goes, and the other ones look at them.
I should probably cast to be able to understand them, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
Yeah, let me do that real fast. Well, what would that be for? Arete.
Let's see how much you need for that. Spirit sight, touch spirits, rouse and lull spirits is a 3.
I do have 3.
Yeah, I think that would be a 3. So Arete at difficulty 6.
Okay. There we go. 2 successes.
All right. The spirits are just sort of communicating between each other, and they're saying, "What is? What that? Oh, new food, new thing, new grow, new plant, new thing, new plant, new grow." And another one pipes up, "Oh, need make food, new plant, new grow." New grow, new harvest, new plant, grow, harvest. Yes, 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 yes.
They did not understand me at all, did they?
One of them sort of gets close, like it's trying to poke its head through the book to smell the garlic in your hand. Very new, very new. Yes, new. Is new, is new.
Yes, is new.
Have for us, for me, for garden.
Yes, you can have it for the garden.
Yay! New grow, new plant, new garden! And its little twisty root-like hand reaches out of the book and grabs the garlic, pulls it back into the book, and you see it immediately begin to waddle off back to the garden, and it peels the sort of papery bits off the garlic, and then places a clove in the ground, and then waddles a couple of feet away from that, digs a little spot, peels off a bit, and sticks it in the ground. And the other ones begin to waddle up behind it, and each time they plop it in the dirt, they all go, "Yay!" And then waddle over to the next one and put it in. Yay! One goes, grabs a pail, and then wanders off into the woods. And the others continue to bury all the garlic. And once it's been buried, it comes back over. More new? More new?
Do I even have any more garlic?
New plant, new grow, more new?
You know what? I'm gonna try something. Could I attempt to make a flower grow beside me?
Yes.
With life 3?
Yeah, I mean, you can make a flower grow. I'm just wondering if you have, like, a starting point or if you're creating it out of nothing. Like, do you have a seed?
I do not have a seed on me. So
I
it
would
would
say-
be out of nothing.
I would say if you want to, you could use some sense life and then see if there is any seeds around. And then what you could probably do is then a alter life and kind of transform it into a new plant.
I do like the idea of that. Let me go ahead and do that.
Are you
I'll
trying
pull
to-
out my...
What were you trying to
Yeah. I'll pull out my rosary and start... No, wait, the rosary. And I'll have a little chant. See about any little seeds around here.
All right. Give me, is that the Arete difficulty?
4.
Yeah. All right. Then for a moment, you glimpse around and you can see that, yeah, there's a few spots on the ground that you can sort of tune yourself to recognize as seeds instead of just small plants. Because, of course, out here in the woods, there's life patterns everywhere.
Yes, there
Sm-
sure are a lot.
Small insects and birds, and even a couple bats have already started swarming out. But yeah, you find a couple wildflower seeds.
Okay. I'll take some of them and I'll try to alter them. Let's alter them so that they'll be... I don't know what kind of seeds these are, but let's try to alter them so that whenever they bloom, they'll have that lavender color.
Okay. Give me an Arete at difficulty 5. Or it's others, sorry. Simple life forms. I think a plant is a simple life form. It says giving
I'd
a
imagine
crab
simple.
wings, for example. So I think
This is quite a lot simpler than giving a crab wings.
yeah. So yeah, let's go with that. You can make them purple with an Arete difficulty 5.
Okay.
There you go. So when they bloom, they should take on a more lavender-like appearance.
Okay, and then I'll offer these to them. I'll kneel back down, kind of hold them up to the book. New plants?
No, new grow, new plant. New plant, new grow, Garden, yes, garden. Now, garden, plant, new grow. The two quickly snatch the seeds from your hand and again hobble over to the garden and begin making preparations in the dirt. New plant, new grow. New food, new grow, new plant. The one with the pail comes back from the woods, and you can see as it's waddling back and forth, a little bit of water sloshing out of it, and it begins to douse the garden in water, covering the newly planted seeds. And then they all begin to do this little stretching motion where they get really low and down on the ground, and then they raise up on their tippy toes and go, grow! Grow!
Well, I haven't quite gotten what I wanted, but it's nice to see these little guys so happy. Although I do wonder what I'm actually gonna do about this. I mean, holy water's nice, but I feel like we need more.
The little guys just continue their ritual while you ponder. Do you need some time?
You know what? There is something that comes to my mind.
Okay.
Because Ethan shunted that creature out here, right?
I'm sorry?
The back at the hospital. Like this was the destination,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yes.
So I do have one more question for them then. Excuse me, I do have one question.
Mm-hmm. New gardener.
Gardener? What?
New plant, new grow, new harvest, new food. New gardener.
Okay, I guess. Sure. I'm a new gardener. I wanted to ask though, have you seen anything new around here? Other than me, I mean.
New food, new plant, new grow, new harvest.
Yes. New harvest. But did you see anything like gray, weird, or well actually, as I went through the portal it became petals.
Petals. Ah! It calls out, and some of the other ones, and they waddle over. And the one that you were talking to says, petals?
You know, like flower petals.
Oh. And then one of them waddles over, and it picks up a flower that has already... What's the opposite of blooming?
Shriveling?
Like, when the flowers in the morning, when the sun comes out, they bloom? Is there a word for when they, like, retract?
Oh, that I'm not sure about.
Well, it grabs one that is already retracted a bit and brings it back over. Flower petal?
Sure, I'll accept.
Go ahead. Is old. Old flower.
Is old.
Good flower. Good flower.
Old flower?
Old
How
flower.
old?
Good flower. Is old.
It's old.
Mini flower.
Okay.
Grow mini flower. Is old though.
I see. Have I ever asked you what happened here?
What happened?
Long time ago. with the cabin.
What happened? It looks at the other ones. Is happen? Happen grow? Happen plant?
Happen burn?
Burn.
The cabin. Do you remember
Oh,
when
cabin good. Cabin home.
cabin?
Cabin house. Cabin home. Old gardener. Cabin home. New gardener. Cabin home.
Huh?
New garden. New gardener. New home.
Well, I do admit it is nice here, but
New garden home.
I'm just not sure I can stay. It's a bit hazardous to me.
They turn their heads again. Hazard.
Ground hurt.
Oh no, ground grow plant. Ground grow plant. It's good. Is good ground.
Okay.
No go out of no go out garden. Plant no grow out garden.
The plants don't grow out of the garden.
Plant grow in garden. Plant
Well,
don't grow out garden.
I see.
Out garden bad. Out garden bad. In garden good. Good in garden.
see.
Plant grow. Ground good.
Plant grow in garden.
Ground no
Ground
hurt.
is- Okay. Understood.
Yes. Gardener stay. Gardener cabin home.
I can't remember. With 3 dots, am I able to enter the gauntlet? Or
Pierce
did I
the
need 4 for
gauntlet.
that?
With 3, now the mage can cross over, transmuting his living tissue into ephemera. He may carry a few material possessions, although transmuting them as well raises both the difficulty of the roll and number of successes required for the trip. Normal clothing and items raise both factors by +1, bulky and many items +2. The traveler must step sideways on his own. Bringing large items or other people across demands a higher spirit rank. Meanwhile, a combined Spirit 3, Mind 2 effect allows the mage to read resonance, synergy, and other spiritual energies. At this rank, the mortal mage can also harm an umbral entity as if it was using Life 3 against the entity. So it sounds
Okay.
like as long as it's just you and basically just your clothing, yeah, you can cross over.
Okay. Did I hear right that clothing makes it harder to do, though?
Normal
of course. It's easy
clothing.
to go
Yeah.
over naked.
Yep, normal clothing and items raise both factors by +1.
Oh boy.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just pull a Jedi. Not like Gemma would know that. I'd like to enter the gauntlet and kind of leave other stuff other than the book behind.
So you're just taking the book with you?
Just the book, which senses the focus to do the thing in the first place. I don't know if that really counts.
I don't think it
I
should. I don't think it should. So
Yeah.
that means that neither the successes required or the difficulty would increase if you're gonna slip in naked.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be a difficulty 6, if I'm reading this correctly.
Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna enter the book. Oh God, no.
Oh man. So,
Uh-oh.
This is bad.
Well, first of all, enjoy a paradox being added on.
Just one paradox?
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, I have a lot of paradox stored up too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to decide right now how vulgar it is to be naked and stepping into a book to cross into the spiritual realm.
I don't
What
know
kind of
about you. That sounds
definition
kind of
of vulgar?
vulgar.
It does
What-
sound pretty vulgar to me.
Yeah. What definition of vulgar are we using? Like both of them?
Yeah. Simultaneously.
Oh,
I
God.
think that does deserve a second point of paradox, and as per my homebrewed rules, we're going to immediately use one of those. But give me a moment while I think about how we're going to be indulging in this paradox game.
Okay.
Alright, the gauntlet here is pretty thin. It's a very spiritually resonating place, what with all the creatures tending to it, and obviously it's a landmark in the spiritual realm. So the fact that the gauntlet is there wasn't the major factor in the failure of this spell. Probably the hesitation, the worry about doing this for the first time, and pretty much unguided. I mean, you've done this before, but sort of on accident in that park that day.
Yeah.
And I think Harry tried to give you some lessons on it as well.
True,
but
he did.
You open up the book and you try to pierce through. And as you do, you can feel this sort of membrane trying to hold you back from crossing over. You, while stripped down, can feel the cool grass in the night as the last rays of the evening light cast over the forest line. And you slip further into the book. You're up to your waist now. And the gauntlet seems to be unrelenting. Let's use that word. Unrelenting and letting you pass. And you feel it sort of pushing you back. And the idea of it refusing you sort of adds doubt into your mind. And the little spirit buddies, they see what you're trying to do, and they start dancing and cheering, "New gardener, new home, new house," and they try to grab a hold of your feet and pull you through. And you can feel them tugging on you into the spirit realm, and you get pulled up to your bust and your shoulders, but it's beginning to hurt how much the gauntlet's rejecting you. And they continue to pull, "New gardener, new plant, new grow, new harvest, new food, new gardener." And the only one that seems to not be joining in this little parade is Teacup. And he crawls out of the robes that were discarded, your habit, and he tries to grab a hold of your hands. He still appears as a teacup on the side of the book, but you can still feel the spirit of Teacup trying to pull you back out of it. What do you do?
I want to keep pushing to get in, but hold on. Nope, messed that up. I'm gonna keep going deeper.
All right. Now do an Arete at difficulty 7 this time.
Arete difficulty 7. Let's go. It's a me, Gemma.
All right.
That's a 1.
It is a 1. So you can feel the presence of Teacup trying to pull you back out. He senses your struggle, but you brush it off and encourage the ones pulling you by releasing yourself and fully pushing as hard as you can into the book. And finally the gauntlet breaks and you slip into the supernal realm. The spiritual realm. Not supernal. Spiritual realm. Sorry. They are different
Okay.
things. My bad. But you are in the spiritual realm. And you can see this sort of hyper-saturated forest around you. The dirt plot is all but gone, replaced with this wonderful cabin and all the lovely forest creatures. And the book isn't there, but you can see like a little window in the air above you. And on the other side, you can see the edge of your habit sort of dripping into the pages. And on the edge of it, there is the little teacup sort of sitting on the edge looking in. But inside, here you're surrounded by all the little harvest spirits. Yay! Is here, is good, is good. New gardener is good, is good. New plant, new grow, new food, new harvest.
Yeah, new gardener, new home, new harvest. Nah.
Yes, yes is good.
I'm gonna look through this window real quick, and I'm just gonna say to Teacup, "Don't worry, Teacup. I'll be fine. Probably. Maybe. Who knows?"
Mm-hmm.
And then Gemma's gonna do the big test of stepping into where the cabin is and seeing if she's going to have her life force drained away. Haha.
Well, you step into the cabin and you can see that it's nice and homely. You on your left there's a little fireplace and it has a warm orange glow to it. On the right, just across, there's a table with 2 chairs on it, a little bit of silverware sitting out, and there's a pile of wood in one corner, and the place looks pretty soft and lovely. There's little trinkets hanging up. There's wind chimes just outside, curtains on the windows, and a stairway in the very far back corner that seems to lead down to a basement.
Well, it definitely is lovely in here. As Gemma is gonna be looking around the cabin, kind of absorbing the details, she's going to ask, "So, what happened to Old Gardener?"
Oh. Old gardener is good. Old gardener go.
Old Gardener is gone then.
Old gardener, no. No in garden. Outside garden bad.
So, I see.
Many. You can see they're looking at each other. They sort of look at the ground and back up again at you. New gardener good. New gardener stay. Food good. And you see one of them go over to a counter, and another one follows, and one climbs on top of the other's head, and you see them pull out a couple of flowers and things, and he tries to wield this really weird looking knife that seems to be made out of bones, and it chops them up a little bit, and then takes this little cloth sack and puts all the little chopped up bits of flour in it. And then the one that had the pail from before, he comes inside and grabs a kettle and then runs back out of the house with extreme energy. He just takes off. And while the other ones package together this little pouch full of flowers, shortly after the other one comes back and he sits the kettle next to the fire. New food is good. Is good.
New food?
New-
Is this...
Is good.
Mhm.
We make is good.
Sure, I'll try. I'll have you know I have a friend who is quite the wonderful chef, too.
Friend
Yeah, friend.
gardener.
I don't know about gardener, but he's a friend to a gardener.
No gardener?
No, he's not a gardener. I
Oh.
guess I'm a gardener now, though.
No gardener, no garden is bad.
I mean, I suppose he doesn't have a garden, but I don't think he's bad.
No,
just-
is bad. No gardener is bad.
Mm.
Oh, is hot. Hot, is hot. And then
Well, I mean, like, I guess he's kind of attractive, I guess.
they put the little pouch in the cup and then pour some water into it. And then
Oh.
he sets it on the table, and there's a little cup of tea now at the table.
Oh, oh, okay, I see.
Is good. It is good.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
As you smell it, there's the scent of honeysuckle and, of course, a little bit of lavender in there. And despite it not being very sweet, it kind of has this, it's not just floral notes. You can tell that there's something really spicy in it. It's almost like a cinnamon or something like that they've mixed into it.
Ooh. What is that spice that I'm tasting there?
Oh, it's good.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you that. It is good.
Is grow and harvest and food.
So you grow all this yourself?
Yes, is grow. We good.
You are good. You are wonderful.
Aww. Gardener happy. Is good.
Yeah, I am quite happy. Do you mind if I check the basement out a little?
What?
The stair go down.
Oh, down. Down, yeah. Gardener down. Good.
Oh, okay. I'll go down.
Old gardener down too.
Okay. Gemma will go ahead and get up from her seat from trying the tea and go down the stairs.
All right.
Because I am very curious what it's like down here.
All right, your bare feet step down into the dark basement of the cabin. The light of the fireplace does not reach down the stairway, and with each step, it grows darker and darker. Your eyes have to adjust for a moment, and then you find the basement is relatively similar to how it was on the real side. A dirt floor and stone walls. The only difference being is that there's a desk in front of where you found that little box before. And on the table sits a book.
Book. I'll approach this book.
You approach the book and see that there is an inkwell and a quill on the table next to it. The quill is black as night and the ink to match. The book seems to be bound in something natural. It doesn't seem to be leather, maybe, but it's sort of got a rough texture to it.
I see. So, is it already open?
No, it's closed.
Is there any sort of, like, cover title or anything on it?
No, it's blank.
I see. I'll go ahead and open it up then.
In the darkness, as you go to touch it, you can hear sort of the sound of wind blowing as your fingers make contact with the book, and a sort of whisper echoes out of it.
That's ominous. But, I'll still try to look into the book.
you open up the first page, and inside you can see a picture has been drawn in pretty great detail. It's the cabin from the outside. And it doesn't have the familiar cast of characters out there, but you can tell that there's a light on the inside. When you flip to the next page, you can see that there is a picture of a woman. She seems to be wearing some almost colonial looking outfit, but strangely enough, the face seems to be completely smeared and spread out over the pages like someone had furiously rubbed it afterwards. Then on the next page, you can see this little creature. It's sort of drawn as a scribble, but in your heart you know that it's representing something. You flip a page again, and you can see the cabin with the lady out front and the little scribbly dark spot moving towards her. And on the next page, you see her hold out a hand to it, and it appears to be crying. It's little scribbles, but it's got these little droplets coming out of it and spraying onto the ground. She lets it into the house on the next page, and you can see it having a sip of tea from a cup as she rests her arm on the table with her head in her hand, face still smudged out. You flip the page, and now it's words, and it says, "He came to me, he was alone, he needed company, a place to talk. All he knew was fear, all he knew was doubt. You wanted a companion. This is why I was here. This is what I'm called to do. It didn't take much, but he became a friend. Though he refused the contract. He did not want to stay. He felt it would leave him trapped. So he came, and he left, and he would come again. And he was always welcome in my home." In the next page, you can see that the little creature showing up again, and by this time there's some other creatures hanging around the cabin. There's a few in the fields, and then you would leave, and you would see little scribble maybe making like a hand wave as the lady stands in the front door of the house and waves out at him. Flip a page or two again, and then notice that there's pages missing. There's about 8 to 10 pages that are ripped out when you turn the next one, and now you see the lady in the picture holding up a knife and then gesturing to it. And then on the next page, the little shadowy squiggle. And your heart, you know that it's shaking its head as if refusing something. And then it comes over to her, and it puts its little squiggly hand up on her face. On the next page, it's just the picture of her, but her face is completely blacked out. And where there's eyes, instead it's white. Just white little dots there, lacking any emotion. On the next page, it's the same picture. On the next page, it's the same picture. On the next page, the same picture. Same picture, same picture. After about 20 turns of the pages, the eyes then grow little lines over top of them. They arch up, and then a little dot appears where there would be a mouth. You flip the pages some more. It starts to look more like a flip book the more you turn it. And you can see as the face grows a smile at first. But then it, on one page, snaps and inverts. And the rest of the page is black. The outline of her body is in white. But the face is white, and the eyes are now black, and immediately begins dripping. The book itself has ink coming out of those holes of her eyes, and the hand on the image begins to reach up towards you.
I dropped the book.
and the book clatters to the ground, closing, landing top side up.
Gemma is a little recoiled by that for obvious reasons. She's gonna turn back. Did any of the tree spirits follow her?
No, they're all upstairs.
She looks back down at the book. And very hesitantly, she's going to grab it.
All right. You pick up the book. That's like
Yes.
chill, the feeling of air kind of blowing through the room. But this time, no whisper.
Oh, did you whisper something?
Oh, I had.
Okay, I think that got dropped by the mic.
When you touched it the first time and when you dropped it, it said, "Help."
I think it got out again.
You're dropping again.
It's completely cutting out, yeah.
In the raspiest, breathiest voice possible, you just hear help. Help.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Message received.
I'm taking the book with me upstairs.
Okay. You take the book upstairs,
Uh-huh.
and the little plant creatures say, "Yay, new gardener! No. Oh, book. No book. Book down. Book down.
Why book down?
Old gardener, book down.
So book
Down.
is down because
Down.
old gardener?
Now. Book
Oh,
down."
okay. I'm going to put the book down. So I'll go back down and put it on the desk, I guess.
Okay. You hear the whisper as you walk up the steps from behind. Yay! New gardener, new home, new food, yay!
Yay! What was that about?
Oh, old gardener, book bad. Bad book. Book down.
The book is bad?
Book bad.
I had a question about the book. What was there another thing that visited here other than all of you and Thaumacool?
Lots. Very many lots.
Like what?
Many? Many visit.
Many visit.
Many.
Have they been around recently?
No gardener, no visit.
Do you think if new gardener, new visits?
Oh, please new visits?
Wait. So, do you want me to get new visits, or will new visits just come?
Get new visits!
Okay, I guess I'm gonna get new visits.
Yay! New visits, no plant, new grow, new harvest, new food, new visits, new gardener.
Yeah, new gardener. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. And Gemma's just gonna do a little bit of a fist pump. Let's go.
You see them look at each other. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. New gardener, new harvest, new plant, new food, new visits. Let's go.
Uh, okay. Who to bring for a visit though? What about is Waba Jack good? No, not no, not the Waba Jack. The Sheba Watt. Is Sheba Watt good visit?
She what?
Little, and I'm gonna like, rat spirit. It goes.
Is Shapeshifter?
Hmm. Am I gonna have...
Is Gardener?
Wait. Okay, hold on. Is there any paper around?
Yeah. No, near the pile of wood, there's some. It looks like fresh, not freshly, but naturally made papyrus. Like someone took the pulp and pressed it and dried it. It's sort of
Okay.
fragile, but it is there.
I'll take that, and then is there anything around to write with?
Not
More
on the
specifically-
second floor.
I'm gonna go downstairs and grab the quill real fast.
Okay.
Come back up, and I'm going to, as best as I can, draw what the Sheba Watts look like.
All right. You can do for me a a dexterity expression check at difficulty 6.
Expression? I didn't even know that was a skill.
Wow, it's almost like you have an artist on your team. If this
Guess who
doesn't
took
work.
3 in expression, baby?
Gosh, if only. Difficulty 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hey, look at that.
All right, you start to draw the little Chibawats. They're sort of ratty. Oh, excuse me. They're sort of ratty nature, and as the image takes form, the collection of little forest spirits that are looking over your paper collectively gasp and jump back. Oh no! It is no good. No good. No garden. No good. No visit. No.
No visit. Got it. No visit.
No visit. Bad. No garden. No visit.
All right, understood. I then go ahead and rip the paper symbolically.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
okay. So no visit on that one.
Plant. No grow. No grow plant. No harvest. No food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Old gardener is no good. No good.
No good. Did
Is
she
bad.
try?
She visit and no good.
No good. Okay.
Old gardener, a visit thing, no non-plant thing is no good.
No good. Understood. Do you know a spirit that should visit?
Gardener. Gardener
Well-
stay.
Well, yeah, I'll stay, but okay, understood.
Visit other plant in place. No garden.
No garden. So visit plant in not the garden.
Yes.
Bring back here?
Is visit, yes.
I see. What about
Mini visit, no plant. And then visit done is not plant still.
okay? I think I follow. You know,
Okay, is good.
it is good.
Okay.
Understood.
Then new visit, but visit done is plant. Is good.
So, new visit equal new plant equal good?
New visit done, new plant, then new visit done is plant.
Is plant, not new plant?
Yes.
Ah. I think I follow. Okay.
Many visits. No, all visit new plant. Is good.
So, new visit. Okay. Can people visit?
Gardeners?
What if they're not gardeners?
No gardener peoples? No, it's no good. No good.
No good?
It's
Like
no
that?
good. No good.
Just no good?
Hurt gardener. No gardener peoples. No good.
I see. Non-gardener people hurt gardener people.
Yes.
I see. What if there was
People.
non-gardener person that doesn't hurt gardener people?
People. They look at each other and they say people. People? People
Yes.
is gardener?
Gardener is people, yes.
No gardener is no people.
Well, technically people can be non-gardeners.
People gardener, gardener people, but people no gardener and gardener no people? Huh?
What? No. No. Okay, let me... Gardener and not gardener, both people.
Okay, is good.
Yes.
So, gardeners visit?
I think I can get some gardeners.
Gardeners very many?
Maybe not many, but at least a few.
Few. Oh, not all. Few.
Yes.
Okay, it's good. Many visits. Visit done. Few plant. Many
Few.
Visit done. Few no plant. Is good?
I believe it's good.
Is good.
It's good. Yes.
New gardener stay?
New gardener will say.
Yay! Ah! And you hear an echo coming from outside of other spirits. Ah! I'm going to put a pin in that for a moment, and let's swap over to the other compatriots of the collab here.
Yes.
You guys have cleaned up dinner. It's going on midnight now, and Yemma still hasn't returned. Time has passed quite quickly. As a matter of fact, why don't we just make sure there's nothing else you guys wanted to do before I time skip? That'd probably be a really polite thing to do. Is there anything you guys do after dinner?
I don't believe so.
Draw out the design.
Oh, the design. Yes. Sorry. All right. So you want something designed?
Yes, for the Holy Cannoli.
All right. Do we happen to have a decent PC here? I think I can get my license of Illustrator up and running.
Yeah. There's for sure the set estate computers.
Yeah.
Yes. Nicholas has the most badass computer just sitting in a side room. He's just like, oh yeah, that's my backup. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, there was a good computer. Well, good for many people. It was just a throwaway computer for him that he plugged in Margaret's thumb drive to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Might as well. Let's do that thing. Yeah. Ethan would like to go ahead and attempt to design to his specifications exactly what the logo for this thing's going to look like.
All right. In that case, then, why don't you give us a dexterity expression at difficulty 6? We'll see how impressive this signage you make.
Dexterity expression. Guess what I built my character for, and then he's gonna roll badly. Okay, hold on.
Isn't that always the case?
Difficulty 6.
You know what? Let me help you with fate.
Oh, no, it's not fate. It's skill.
You say that, but I can
No.
see the outcomes of different logos.
That's not how that works.
It's true. It's how it works. All right,
Oh,
in that
it's
case...
not- What am I, an AI?
He's giving you prompts.
No, but I'm not going to get into the ethical debate of whether or not a client haranguing you right behind your back saying, no, could you make it a little more, could you make it pop more? Could you make it pop more?
No, it's
How
even
different
better.
that is to generate
You won't
prompts.
ever know.
Lower, but
Oh
more
my
up.
God. Oh, could you make it bigger but more tight?
I'm making it so you never even make the mistakes.
I need
Yes.
4 parallel but intersecting lines.
Oh God, okay, actually, there is a way to do that. It's just
Curved.
it looks weird. You can't. No. The answer actually is to use negative space to create implied connections between them without actually connecting them.
Interesting. But Anthony,
It's fucky. Yeah.
if you're going
I'll roll
to improve his roll, that's going to be
Yes.
an entropy 2. So give me an arete at difficulty 5.
There's
Okay.
no luck in creating a design. It's about decisions. Okay, fine.
I'm just
actual
cutting away
graphic
decisions
designer.
I already see that I don't like.
No, I'm an actual graphic designer. I do this for a living.
I'm making it go faster. Don't worry.
Okay, fine.
I want him to do it just so that when he horrifically fails, it negatively impacts your roll.
Okay, never mind. You did great.
Yeah, never mind. Anyway, now go ahead and do your roll.
All right. Aside from me getting high pitched about it, it's not luck. Jesus Christ.
I was actually expecting to fail.
There's another 3. All right, fine.
All
There we
right.
go.
So basically, a success of 6 on your
Yes.
wonderful artistic drawing. I'm expecting by next session
all right.
you'll
Hey,
have
give me a
that on
second.
my table.
Hold up. I'm loading up Illustrator right now. I actually am loading it up.
Yo,
Just
let's
updated.
go. An ID creation
have-
right here.
I have not used Illustrator in like a year. Let me see what I can do.
The holy cannoli. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you get this holy cannoli put together with the signage and everything, I will probably find a skeb and see if I can get the whole team sitting outside the holy cannoli, because that would be
Yes,
some
please.
beautiful art.
Gosh, that would be
Holy
wonderful.
cannoli.
But yes.
Cannoli has 2 L's, 1 I. Canoli.
Yeah, it's a good thing you had that luck roll. Here's
No,
your
that's not luck.
here's your logo. You misspelled cannoli. God damn it!
I have actually seen that happen before, and it's very funny.
It is.
Just the best design, and it's like, okay, but that's like 2 L's, not 1. God damn it! It doesn't work with the extra letters. All right, I got this. Proceed. Ethan creates an immaculate piece of artwork.
Well, I'm sure that this takes a lot of time, and we're missing the first deadline, so I'll probably just drop it by the next day in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just whip something up here. Yeah, no, give me like
Good creative process, even with rushing with luck magic.
Yes.
Still takes time.
All right.
Yes. Actually,
Well,
actually
while
have a
they're on
pretty cool
this,
design concept. Hold on.
ooh.
But okay, proceed. No, I'll work on it.
I was gonna say, Nicholas, are you up to anything while they're doing this, or are you giving creative input? They just came up with a logo for the holy cannoli. And,
6 successes for the holy cannoli.
Yes,
Indeed.
the
Holy
logo.
cannoli, that's a roll.
Are you back?
Uh-oh.
Nicholas?
Wow.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm back.
While Gemma is out enjoying her spirit journey, Anthony and Ethan just made an immaculate artistic design for the holy cannoli. Are you helping in that endeavor, or you want to do something else with your free time here?
Oh, if I pull up my character sheet over here, I have absolutely nothing that can help in drawing.
Aw.
I mean, I could draw, probably. I just
You-
have no training or dots in it. I just have really
You're a-
good dexterity.
You're a doctor. There's no way it'd be legible.
Yeah,
It's
true.
You get
I'm
a,
pretty
you
sure
get a
that's-
penalty on that.
That's a law of medical school, is you have to make it purposefully unreadable.
Yeah.
It's to help deny calls for malpractice. They just read the person filling the prescription just read what you wrote wrong, and that's why they get sued instead of you.
Oh, clearly.
Oh, yeah. That's totally how that works. Yeah, I believe you.
Perfect cover story.
Exactly. He's set up a plan already with Harry
Mm-hmm.
that he can't do anything with at the moment. So no, I don't think Nicholas has really any other plans for tonight. And as much as it sounds bad, he's not really worried that Gemma hasn't come back yet.
She's done this before, probably.
She just wanders off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what kind of whimsical adventure she's on right now.
Also, I mean, listen, we got in extremely late last night. She had to do service this morning. She probably didn't really sleep, so she probably just went to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
But, if anyone asks, I can always activate that little tracking app that I put on her phone.
The what?
Oh, you got the parental app thing.
Yeah.
He did say he was going to do that.
That is a really good idea, considering how often she wanders off. And then also how many times she randomly changes into things.
Mm-hmm.
She was a tree or a bush the last time she came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone else will have to mention it, so I'll probably just stand in the background nodding sagely as they draw
Mm-hmm.
and write. Yeah, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm too focused swinging my cleaver through the air around Ethan.
Why are you doing that? I just
Let me rephrase that. I'm going to stand well back and nod.
I'm just imagining this bizarre display happening as Ethan's just furiously attempting to design this thing before he dies.
Oh God, please let me get out of here. Harry, come back. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I actually think I have a pretty solid design going here. I'm not even kidding.
Hey, then, well, I'll show it on screen whenever you're done with it.
Yeah, give me like 2 seconds to finish this, and hopefully it ends up not being like an accidental sex joke or something.
The best kind of sex joke.
Okay, you're hoping that it doesn't, but I mean...
No, it's like every time.
It is a cannoli. It's a hole filled
know
with
that
cream.
feeling.
That is also part of the idea. Like,
Oh my god, please.
I know that feeling because, like, in college, like for a lot of my baking classes, at least half of the time, it just looked like a dick,
Mm-hmm.
and I was always furious about it. I'm like, why does it always wind up like this?
Why is it always a penis?
I think Freud
I
had
mean-
something to say about that.
No.
Yes. Look,
No.
Freud was a hack, and we all know that.
Uh-huh.
Who also really loved cocaine. This is a true fact. This
Mhm.
is actually true.
I mean,
This fact is
cocaine has a
canon.
lot in common with cannolis, actually.
No, it's... Nah.
You do lines of them?
Oh my god, please.
Did you know June, who penned a lot of the basis of Personas and, is basically the grandfather of the Persona series? Did you know he came up with a lot of his theories whenever he was having a severe mental episode that spanned for like months?
Yeah,
That's something.
honestly,
Okay.
I would trust the person having a mental breakdown to give me some advice on life. It involves some really, really cool ideas.
I mean, I think it had cool ideas. The collective
cannolis.
unconsciousness and all that. Ooh, cannolis.
That's-
Ooh,
And
I-
cannolis.
that does remind me. Gemma, you've pretty much been awake for almost 24 hours straight.
Speaking of
You
breakdown,
know, I was actually thinking about that. Gemma being in this nice cabin, having this nice tea, she'd be getting real nice and cozy and pretty
Mhm.
sleepy by now.
Yeah. So you are butt naked in this cabin, and you just had
Uh-huh.
some warm tea by the fire. The little spirit creatures bring a blanket over, and they go to tuck you in. Is good.
It's good. Thank you, Blanket. You like.
Mm-hmm.
All grammar is gone.
grammar is disintegrating.
When in
Is-
Rome.
Is warm is good.
I think what you mean is
Warm
when
good.
Rome is good.
When in Rome, it's good.
So the three that had joined you inside, they like hop down, and one of them goes to leave. Another one like trips on a bit of the board and makes a loud thud, and the other one goes, "Shh, gardener's sleep is good. Yeah. It's good. It's good."
It's good.
And they
You're just going to dream the words is good.
and then they walk out of the
You're like-
house and slowly close the door behind.
Mhm. Every single sentence from these things is making me feel like I'm on drugs.
So good.
Is good. And every once in a while you hear the murmurs of them outside. Ah, new plant, new grow, new harvest, new food, new visits.
Yeah, I'm on drugs. Okay.
As you slowly drift off into sleep while in the spirit world.
Oh no, that's not
Oh.
well.
This is gonna be some Fey bullshit, isn't it?
You
She's
know, I
going to
was
get
having
eaten
the
by a
thought
book.
of, can I even sleep in the spirit world? But you know what? Hey, whatever.
Is good. Is sleep.
Is
apparently.
good. Is good.
It's good. I was told repeatedly it's good. So
Nobody
it's
else
good.
can get into the spirit world. She's kind of in trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we're fucked.
Mm-hmm. It could be a problem.
Is bad. Is really bad.
Is bad.
It is bad.
All right, let's see. Is this
Oh. What are we getting? Hold on. No. Karadur. I was starting to make something that was actually a decent design, and then you just send that.
Oh, that wasn't the design? How could I have
No, no, it wasn't.
Look at this fake news.
I was coming out with a genuine design. I was trying.
I know you're trying.
What's wrong with creamy daddy? That's appropriate for stream. It's a cannoli. You gotta cream it. And you know, a father like Italian man could probably do that for you.
God damn it.
Probably
Yeah.
yes.
Italians are all about family, you know, so it makes sense.
Don't worry, ID. I'm very excited for your design.
Well, I'm excited for his design.
I'm legitimately trying, and I feel like I'm failing compared to Creamy Daddy.
Oh, design is good. Is good design.
Yeah, design good.
Yes, Cream is good, is Daddy is.
In that case, then, why don't we give you some time to finish that up? And I'll say, let's end the session here. We are going on 10
All right.
o'clock now. I think that's a fair
Fair.
stopping point.
Fair, yes.
And then let's divvy out some experience points.
Okay, I have like an actual attempt here. Here we
I
go.
know. I don't want you to feel too rushed on it,
No, take your time.
because I get the feeling this is what's going up on the wall of memories. Because if it's
Yeah, okay,
not,
but
I'm gonna go grab a Deku scrub and write "is good" over top of it.
Yes.
I'm pretty certain that the Creamy Daddy is gonna end up winning.
What? No.
No, yeah.
No.
I wouldn't take away your cannoli design once you've posted it.
Oh, no.
Oh, your cannoli is good. Is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, fill me up with your cannoli, Daddy, technological
That's not
father.
what Jesus.
All right, let's get some character progress here.
Sure.
Oh, everyone gets an automatic point. Get your 1
Yay.
point, you dirty heathens. You witches and warlocks.
But I'm a nun.
I mean,
What?
you're a heathen to other religions.
I'm sorry, who's the one
mean,
that's naked and communing with nature right now?
Okay.
Why is she naked?
Hold
Because-
on.
Oh,
Were you
you
not
were gone
here?
for that part. You were gone for that part. Yeah, no, it's normal. It's fine. It's
Hold
good.
on. That's fine, as long as no one else is around.
Okay.
Humph.
When stepping sideways, it said that you increase the difficulty and number of successes needed by how much you're carrying, and it said normal clothes was +1. So I assume that means you got to be naked to not get a +1 difficulty.
It also said that heavy clothing was +2, which let's be honest, the habit is a little bulkier than most clothes.
Yeah.
So that explains. She was naked in the spirit realm, hanging out with the spirit creatures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is good.
Is good.
Yeah.
Is good.
And now we've invented our own parlance for the game. God damn.
All right, learning
Whoosh
curve.
is good.
Characters who've truly learned something new, important, or significant to the plot or their personal stories can earn a point to reflect how that knowledge has expanded their horizons.
Now, I don't know about you.
Naked in the woods in the spirit realm? Yeah, totally. Get your points.
Okay.
I mean, you all did research and
We did
you know.
find out some possibly important things.
So I think
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think we can have a whole group that gets points for that. Role playing, I would say at the very least, Anthony and Gemma should get that. Although we did have the tech bro go diving into Tor in the dark web to pull up some information, so I think that also works pretty well for that. And I wouldn't want to give 3 without giving 4, so why don't you all just get a point for that?
All right.
Focus, because belief and practice are so important to a mage, a player who really goes into the way her character performs magic, who plays up the mage's beliefs and details her practices, and uses her instruments in cleverly appropriate ways, may get a point for emphasizing the approach to arts and sciences.
Anthony was literally swinging a cleaver around Ethan.
I didn't do any magic, so no for me.
Yeah,
I did 0 magic.
I would say Anthony gets this one today. He literally made the best meal that's ever been made in the history of mankind. He used a little bit of magic and a whole lot of ability. So go ahead and have your focus point.
Yeah.
And I don't know how crawling into a book fits as much.
Seems appropriate.
You did do something new, and that is an interesting way to do the stepping sideways.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, go ahead. That sounds appropriate to me.
Okay.
Heroism, I don't really think anyone was heroic here. Maybe the closest to it was Gemma's willpower to step away from the best meal that's ever been made. But in all honesty, I don't know if that's sacrifice.
Yeah, not once I've actually tasted it.
If you had done it beforehand, a strong consideration would have been made. Yeah, I do have to agree. This cannoli does look kind of like a burrito.
Isn't a cannoli just a pastry burrito, though?
Yeah,
It is just a cream
It's not
burrito.
open-ended. It's more like a
open-ended,
pinched
yeah.
taco.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? No, hold on. I've modified it to look more like a cannoli-like object.
Okay.
This is literal first draft on the spot. Make something that looks like a cannoli
Yeah.
material.
We've played a lot of Gardic Phone. We understand how this works.
Yes,
Again.
it's good.
Have not done much with Illustrator in a little while. Literally just modified it. Okay, now it just looks like a salt shaker or like a can of Monster Energy.
It does. Maybe if your
God
seeds
damn it.
were
It's
less
okay.
uniform.
I've actually got an idea for a design. I will talk to you, ID.
Okay.
Oh no, we're actually doing this.
I'm gonna take the first one though and put that up on the wall
Yes.
of memories.
That's fair.
It'll
Creamy
be
Daddy is
rememberable.
also totally appropriate. Yeah, I'll that one up.
We could try to mix them together.
True. I do feel legitimately embarrassed.
Why?
Don't worry.
I failed on the spot.
You didn't fail on the
Oh, it's okay.
spot.
You
was a rush
delivered
job,
something.
like-
I
Yeah.
made Monster Energy in like 3 minutes.
Hey,
Look at this. Look at this. We take Creamy Daddy, then we make a new layer, and we call
Oh,
this
no.
the whatever. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
And then we grab this copy image. Come over here. We paste that in. Shoo. Oh, look at this guy even doing an alpha. What a magical man. Then
Yeah, I actually took the time to make sure it was a PNG with transparency.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
For some reason, I think in my mind's eye, I was thinking of the Jesus loaves and fishes sort of look, because I always see it portrayed super weirdly. Oh god, it's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, that fits.
Uh-huh. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
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 Wait for it.
Yep.
Yep.
We're just gonna
Yep,
make
yep,
this
yep.
just a little bit better. Like that. Delete.
Damn it.
Opacity up. There. Creamy Daddy, but it's done with your cannoli. Then we crop it and then ship it. Season 4, Wall of Memories. Cream me tech daddy. All right, while I get this up on the Wall of Memories, what are you going to be up to this week, Karadur?
I believe, as long as no work-related things happen, because I'm still planning to hear from work at any point to go up to Chicago, that I'm going to be playing with Chimera, doing Wolong and possibly some Elden Ring this week.
Ooh.
Modded Elden Ring, specifically.
Mods on that pretty good?
Yes, actually,
Yes.
what was it called? The Seamless Co-op mod is really fun. It makes it way better to co-op with people. And then we're doing Reforged for the content and difficulty, and it's been really hard. Just a huge difference. Very fun. But we actually had to drop it down for one boss that killed us for about 3 hours straight.
That,
Which
yeah, I
boss
would
was
understand that.
Commander Neil, the guy with the blade peg leg.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I definitely understand that. Yeah.
Dude's cracked.
He's
can I say?
cracked in the base game.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Oh,
did
boy.
run into one really interesting bug though. Every time we died to the commander, if we tried to rest at the bonfire to reset stuff, we got teleported to the fire giant's second phase.
What?
What?
And so
Those things sound
Yeah.
completely disconnected.
yes, they are. It's
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's a really hard near end game boss, and we just we get popped into the second phase of his fight somehow, and he murders us, and we lose all our stuff because there's no way to get back to it and pick our things up.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So that was a weird bug.
Hmm. Have you
Although
considered getting good?
I mean, we tried real hard.
I could be wrong, but I hear all you have to do is do some spirit summons and then you're good, right?
I mean, the spirit summons have been really helpful, but the fire giant on the difficulty we're playing with seems to have somewhere around like 500,000 HP or something. Like his HP bar does not move.
Oh, that's a
So
problem.
maybe it was bugged. It was a lot of HP. Anyway, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Read all the mods that are available. Oh god, you can make Valket the froggy chair.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Chair, the
hilarious.
Black Blade.
Why does this exist?
All right. How about you, Crusader? What are you up to this week?
I don't really have too much planned. Stream Thursday, probably Fallout 4, because I'm kind of stuck now in a main story quest, so I want to get out of that. Movie nights are Saturday nights in my new server that I have made. And, yeah, that's all of my plans.
All right. In that case, then, ID, what is your plans for this week?
All right. My plans for this week, assuming everything goes well, I'm looking to play some games on Wednesday. I'm not sure what. I could either do my usual Persona 5 shtick, but that got pushed to today from this Wednesday because I didn't do a stream on this Wednesday. So we'll have to see what happens.
Okay. Well, of course, we'll be watching with bated breath for your socials to update and let us know.
Will do.
And in that case, then, Kiana, what are you up to this week?
So, this week there's going to be more Pokemon Showdown. I am working on other projects, but tentatively, I may or may not, I don't want to get people's hopes up, be streaming on Saturday.
Wow.
I've had requests from people, and I've had people say that they miss my streams, and well, I do like playing Pokemon Showdown. I thought maybe I could stream some matches.
Well, consider my hopes up.
Okay.
Is
Although I
good. Is good.
Is good.
It's good.
Please stop introducing brain rot into my brain.
Although I do believe that if I do stream, I'm going to be trying to do so on YouTube, just to see how
Really?
that goes.
Huh.
Yes. I wanted to see if that would be an experience I would enjoy. I know, sacrilege.
Yes. Well, I would love to tell everyone what I'm doing next week, but I don't remember what I had planned because the most recent Windows update made it so that the calendar's broken, and I can't actually see what the fuck's on my calendar for next week. I'll only know whenever I get the notification that something's gonna happen because that still works.
Oh no.
I try to
It's
be
bad.
as fucking organized as I can to avoid this shit, and then a Windows update ruins the calendar. So, as far as I know tomorrow I have Risk of Rain 2 with Thrav and Jazz. But then after that, the rest of the week, I don't know. I do want to do Golf with Friends next Sunday. Of course, any of you are invited for that if you want to drop by at same time and play Golf with Friends. But I'll have to wait until I get a notification what the fuck I'm going to be streaming on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because I don't know.
Windows bad. It's bad.
It's bad. It's no good. No good is bad.
I don't, the speech
So
pattern.
Windows good. Update that.
Update bad.
Fair, yes.
Man, there's been a lot of people having OBS problems too since the update, and I'm glad I haven't had those problems, but I know like
Really?
3 or 4
I should-
people that were having OBS crashes.
I should probably actually check my OBS.
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah.
I don't know how much it'll help because they were like 2 hours into stream and then it crashed.
Oh, I see.
So there could be some sort of like memory leak or something that's going on, but I don't know
Yeah.
because I haven't had that problem.
I would check graphics card driver updates, see if a recent one's been screwing with certain setups.
That's
Could be it.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
All right.
Not always
Before-
Windows Update.
Before we close out the recording for all the YouTube people, is there anything else you guys want to say before we go? In that case, then, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all stopping in and getting caught up on the mages of Pleasant Valley. And until next time, remember to take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.